When I was like trying to like port my character over to the game for your things, it didn't show up.
Yeah, I have to enable you to see it. So.
I see. So now I have 2 character sheets. Great.
Yeah, because I think you copied 2 across. If you want, I'll just delete one of them.
I tried twice because.
There we go. I've deleted one for
you. But how do I recopy my character sheet over? That's a good point.
No, you can just copy it across, and I'll just allocate
Accept
it to you.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that now.
Okay.
Or can I just change it quickly? Probably.
It's up to you.
Just change it.
Whichever's easiest for you.
Totally forgot that I had to do that. So.
Yeah, I forgot to put that I have.
Well, I'm gonna have stuff in this on this character that I don't have anymore. I don't know what I use. Haste version, yeah. Bye bye.
What's my new HP? 16. Sick. Believe I'm good to go.
I don't have 3 health potions.
Yeah, you guys can grab some health pots, whatever.
There's the built-in calculator.
Pardon?
Oh yeah, I know where it is. Yeah. Not really, no. It's good. That's nice for you.
I'll buy a healing potion.
Yeah. Is everyone getting a healing potion?
Yeah, please. Let me mark off 50. Oh wait, my money's not right on this.
Yeah, my money.
Yeah, I had to change mine.
Ooh.
We have 2d10 now though. On the second win.
Yes, we do.
I need to update that as well.
Need to change my fighter level on the plus as well.
Yes.
Change that. Okay, there's a lot that I need to change. I'm realising it.
Probably should.
If you start, I can just finish this off. It won't take us 2 seconds.
Yeah.
If you'd like.
If you guys just want to drag your your tokens onto the front bit. Magic. Okay, what's the marching order?
Me in front.
I'll go right behind him.
Rolling up at the front.
Unless we want one tank at the front, one at the back.
Okay, that's fine. We'll just do that for the sake of ease. And so yeah, so like that. And then Judo, where are you going?
Wherever they want me.
Where do you want Judo? Okay. I'll stick you in the booty. Okay. There you go. You can be at the back, and then
go in the middle.
Joe can be there. Okay.
Judo.
So you guys, everyone's got their potions and whatnot. Yeah. Cool. So you guys head out of Koll, heading along the northern road. heading towards the Emir grasslands. As you journey, you see, to those of you who's familiar to, sort of recognise the rolling plains with sort of loosely wooded areas and kind of rolling grasslands. Following the whole while, Leon's pendant, which dangles from his neck. It's kind of a one half of a heart that kind of loosely tugs towards the distance. You journey for about 2 weeks, traveling along the road. You notice a number of things about Leon over the course of the travel. At night, he sort of, when he falls asleep, he shivers uncontrollably and sort of has these sort of rolls around in his sleep. But after a few minutes, he clutches the necklace around his chest and sort of almost begins to subside and rests easily from then on. Throughout the day, rather than sort of eating any rations that you guys have brought with you or gathering or hunting anything that you guys bring along, he sort of kneels down to the ground and conjures up a single berry that seems to sort of sprout from a lone plant that he plucks and then eats immediately, and it seems to sort of satisfy his hunger, at least for that day, and he sort of does that over the course of the travel. Ultimately, you guys sort of end up reaching close to the town of Chepstow, which is the town that Leon originates from, and you guys can sort of see it off in the distance. Are you guys doing anything in particular as you sort of draw closer? Do you have any sort of questions at all or anything like that? I mean, yeah, I said before I don't really do all the stuff that Jack does, like rolling for encounters or anything like that.
No. So,
Over the course,
go on.
You go.
I guess I'd look towards him as we're travelling, sort of thing. I'd sort of say, "Why you shiver in sleep?"
He says to you, I have nightmares of the day they came. Some of it's blurry. I see fire and swords and sadness. And then he kind of hushes up. Over the course of the journey, Leon doesn't really speak many words. He kind of mostly sticks close to Umbriel, sort of hugging his back as he sort of rides along on top of Umbriel. So you guys sort of draw nearer to the town. You can see sort of off in the distance the sort of rising smoke from sort of chimneys and sort of a few buildings. You're travelling sort of along a loose dirt path. Do you guys want to sort of hang on, sorry, I'll move you across. Hang on. You see oh, hang on, let me do all the dynamic lighting stuff because that will make more sense. No, it's just I just thought I'd have a shot at trying to use dynamic lighting just to see how this works. Jack tried to show me. I might have fucked it up. So. Hopefully it works.
Does everyone in this party have dark vision?
It's kind of it's sort of like it's like early to mid morning now, so it's the sort of sun sort of risen in the sky. It's a pretty clear day, not many clouds in the sky. Let me just see if that's worked.
Just as a note, I do have dark vision. I have the best dark vision.
Yeah.
I had a question about your dark vision. That doesn't let you see invisible units, does it?
No, not invisible stuff.
No.
I
asked.
Nervous laughing.
I ask for no reason whatsoever.
But
Okay.
when I cast darkness, invisible things can't see me either.
This is true. Cool. So you guys approach the town, sort of leaving your horses a fair distance away, and you notice in the distance two sort of figures standing either side of the road, chatting to each other. At this distance, you can't quite make out what they're saying, but they don't seem hostile. They've got sort of although I mean they do seem to be sort of dressed in similar garb, swords resting at their sides, but they're sort of chatting to each other as you approach. I mean, they do sort of notice your approach. Yeah, you guys feel free to move your tokens and whatnot if you guys are going up to them or something.
Did they say anything, or like say
Yeah.
anything to each other as we approach?
Yeah, I mean, as they sort of notice you, they kind of look at each other and then sort of straighten up as if they're sort of standing to attention as you guys kind of draw near, and they sort of take on a slightly more formal appearance. And
Possibly train.
so as you approach, they sort of call out to you and say, "Hello, welcome to welcome to Chepstow, our here town. What are you doing here?"
You got a cough there.
Yeah, not very well. Yeah, it's been going around the guards. The guards aren't very well, and the whole time they're sort of talking, they're looking back and forth at each other and nodding as they do.
What trade is in this town?
Well, I don't really know. It's a small town. Lots of travellers coming through here, heading sort of further north. There's a fee if you're looking to come into the town, though. Yeah, it's 10 gold. And then the other one sort of says 25 gold, and the other one like again pipes up and says, yeah, 25 gold per person. And they sort of look at you and then sort of hold out their hands almost.
Well, what kind of policy is that? Does the town belong to you?
He says, well, we're the guards. You can't just come into our town. You have to. Are you staying? You have to. If you want to pass through here, you got to pay a fee. Using our roads and whatnot, it's to maintain the roads. Yeah.
That policy. That policy is isolationist and backwards, sir. The town belongs to the people.
We pay. Okay. I walk up to him, and I mean, what do they do? Do they sort of move together? Do they both have their hands out?
Yeah, this one sort of walks up to you and sort of holds out his hand.
Okay, I'd like to try take his hand and then like sort of knee him in the face.
Okay.
Okay. Surprising. So that's fine. Roll an attack.
That's been unarmed one, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. Like, it's Volan's seen a hustle before, you know.
Yeah.
He's gonna have seen that thing.
Something fishy's going on here.
Carl's backing you up on this. He thinks that he shouldn't have to pay this.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd also like to try keep hold of him as I do this, like so.
Okay, so couple
I'm
of things.
just trying to grab him and knee him and just hold him.
So a couple of things. You notice actually as you're talking to the guards, even more than usual, Leon is kind of recoiling from the men that he sees up in front. He's sort of even clutching Umbriel now. He holds the wolf even tighter. And then obviously immediately after you smack the guy in the face, that's initiative, fellas. Let me bring up the turn thing so that it's actually working. Oh god, Verlin, what's wrong with you? Oh, my thing's displayed the...
That's weird. I've got the extra thing on, like most.
Yeah, the dex tiebreaker thing sometimes does that.
I don't know. I can't even edit the thing as well, actually. Oh,
You can edit your own initiative.
yeah.
I'm trying to edit my own, but it's not letting me.
Oh, this always bamboozles me. The fucking.
Oh, wait, it has done it.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay. What's Umbriel's dex?
Oh, wait, did it have
Sorry. Yeah. So I mean, technically, actually, the bandits go before Umbriel. Okay. So immediately after you headbutt him, he sort of recoils from the blow. Like a mixture of shock and anger kind of draw across his expression.
I smile at him.
Cheeky. And immediately the two sort of pull these long sort of scimitars out of their scabbards and immediately go to strike at you. The one next to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, misses.
That last one, 24?
Yeah, that hits. No.
And this one runs up to you and makes 2 attacks against you, 17 and 23.
Yep.
They both hit?
No, just 23.
Just a 23. And as he's running, he looks over and then hurls a dagger towards you guys down here, which I think, as he's running, that would be a disadvantage. Fuck. Okay, that's judo. Does 22 hit?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, never mind.
These guys ain't playing.
Yeah, and okay, and then Josh, another.
Oh, there we go. Are these daggers?
Yeah, daggers from behind these two barricades. Sort of the heads of like another two bandits pop up behind each barricade, and they each hurl 2 daggers at you. Does
I mean, is that with disadvantage?
It's with disadvantage, so I don't think any of the daggers hit.
No, I'm not. I'm just
hurling 2 daggers, but then sort of quickly miss you as they sort of crash next to you. Okay, and that's Umbriel's turn. This is true. So he's not doing anything then? Okay. Josh, your turn.
Okay. So I'm going to. I mean, it was this guy that hit, so I'm going to carry on with him.
Yeah. So you make your attacks. 16 hits, yeah.
Ouch.
That alt passive there. That's a high roll on like everything as well.
Okay.
How's he doing?
Is that your turn? Was it? Yeah.
No, I've got another attack. Is he dead though?
Oh no, he's still standing. Do you have any more attacks? Just out of curiosity. He's like, you know, so the first hit sort of cuts across his body, and then the second attack sort of leaves him almost. Oh my god! Wow. You just chucking that on there on top, yeah?
Yeah. Wow.
So you 3 swings and then just crack the end of your halberd against his head, and the blow is just enough, and his body just falls limp and then just crumbles to the ground instantly.
Oh my god.
In a single round of attacks.
Hell yeah!
That's pretty nuts.
Can I, as a free action, look at the other guy and just My expression hasn't changed. Just look over and just smile. Just smile.
He takes like a half step back and like almost trembles, and then
Should I roll intimidation on that? just to see.
he's still standing fast, but is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Dan?
Has he?
I am that damage.
Huh?
Has he attacked yet? This guy.
Yeah, they've all attacked you.
Just
19, yeah. Okay. Judo.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull out my short sword and dagger.
Yep.
How far am I? I'm gonna bonus action light that dagger, and then move to here and attack with my short sword.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that is, yeah. Big attacks.
Hey.
Yeah, so that'll be 27.
27. Okay, yeah. As you sort of sink the short sword into sort of deep into the man standing in front of you, he sort of recoils in pain as the poison begins to sort of course through his body, but he's still standing. But again, sort of the fear that was already sort of set by Volan's initial flurry of blows begin to flourish into full-blown terror now, as you just deal a very sizable blow. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's open.
Carl?
Alright. I'm gonna move up to here. And then I'm just gonna shoot some eldritch blasts at him while saying, "The history of all hitherto ass-kickings is the history of you."
Okay.
And so... God damn it.
Oh, no. That is a bit of a problem, it seems to be, with copying over character sheets.
Are you doing it from
There.
spells? Oh, there we go. Because I don't think it works with spells.
Yeah, I think that's what the problem was.
26 misses, unfortunately, but the second...
26 misses?
Oh, sorry, 26 hits, but 14 misses. Sorry,
I was gonna say, I was like,
that's obviously what I meant. I knew one of them hit and one of them missed. It's fine, close enough. Yeah. So as the sort of bolt like crashes into his chest, he sort of lets out a gasp of air, but then still standing with his sort of scimitar drawn. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that will be the end of my turn.
Cool. So these two bandits, you can't see yet, jump over these sort of very low barricades that they were crouching behind. And then this one runs over here. This one runs over here and sort of stands over his dead friend. And
I'll take an attack
Yeah.
when he gets there.
When he gets there, yeah, sure. Jesus Christ.
He can't move from there, he's stuck on that spot.
50.
I like this new bullet.
That's fine. So as you do that, rather than get up close and personal, in that case, he's going to pull 2 more daggers from his belt and throw them at you. 17?
Nope. I've got 19 AC. That hits.
19. 4 piercing. Nice. And this one next to you is going to make 3 attacks with his scimitar.
On me?
Yeah.
One of them hit.
One of them hits, yeah. And kind of witnessing the devastation that you've already wrought, they're going to try and bring you down. So this other one's going to make 3 more attacks against you. Nope. They're seriously beginning to question their life choices. You
He's
seem
still
to
smiling his volume. He's just looking at me.
they're kind of, the more you smile, the more they kind of frustratedly swing in your direction, but the blows just seem to catch air. Umbriel?
Muhammad Ali.
Unless Leon comes off them.
Yeah. I mean, for reference, Leon will do as he's told, basically.
Yeah. I can stay with them.
Okay.
It's all good.
He's kind of just burying his face in Umbriel's fur, not really doing much.
Might be a bit hard.
Or trying his best to. Then, in that case, he's just headbutting the armor. Then Leon's a special child. Okay. Volan's turn then.
Going for the southernmost one.
Yeah. Yeah, that hits you.
Do I use one?
So that second one misses.
Yeah, I'm not going to use a superiority die on it. I'll use that though.
That one hits, yeah. Okay.
How's he looking?
He's still standing. I mean, the first blow was a pretty hefty whack, and as was the second one, but he seems pretty sure on his feet still.
I'm going to action surge.
Fucking Christ almighty. three crits. Three crits in like one round. That doesn't kill him though, no.
The southernmost one, he's still there.
No, this was the one we was hitting. The one in front of you. That's the
Oh,
one
was we hitting that one? Okay.
Yeah, you did say the southern was fun.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I've action surged, so I've got another.
Yeah.
That second one misses, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely misses. That's a shame.
So precision attack is 15, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's 15.
just as the blow's about to land, the the man kind of flicks his scimitar and just knocks the end of your sort of glaive just out of the way, just missing him.
One of the feathers light up.
Okay. Is that your turn?
That is. Yep, that's me.
Time?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Ooh.
That didn't actually come up on my thing. How weird
It
is
didn't
that?
come up on mine either, no.
I didn't see it.
Should I roll it again?
I mean,
I guess it's
I can see you got 10, so
it came up now.
Got a 10, so
I can see you. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
you got damage.
Unfortunately, yeah, it just misses.
Shut up.
Cool. Yeah. Joe.
Not rolling.
Yeah. I'm gonna swing for the one in front of me with my short sword.
Yeah. Go for it. Yeah, you've been enchanting for so long now that you struggle
Like, how do
to.
I even use this thing?
See the outside world and you just.
Is this guy still standing?
Yeah, he's still
After
standing.
that?
Yeah.
Alright.
Wow. Got some health.
Is he now?
He's not anymore. No.
How
Yeah.
about now?
You plunge the sword sort of deep into the man's chest, and the precision of your blow combined with the poison that begins to seep through his body is just enough to sort of part life from body.
Yeah. And then I'll be bonus action for him.
Bonus action, yeah. Go for it.
For the second time.
That one is going to, much in the same way the other one did when Volan attacked, he just quickly flicks his scimitar and it just knocks your dagger just enough to sort of deviate the blow. And unfortunately it misses.
Okay, I think, can I move, like, round into here?
Yeah,
Like,
of course.
without
Yeah.
provoking it, as long as I don't leave his range.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, alright. I'm gonna go here, actually.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Carl?
Alright. Gonna move in here. And just ring my warhammer around and wallop this guy upside the head.
Justice! Go for it. 17, yeah, that'll do it. So as you you bring the hammer down and it sort of cracks hard against the man, and he's still standing there. Oof, and another blow that immediately follows it up. leaves him at this point almost swaying on his feet, blood beginning to drip from his mouth and nose after suffering a number of blows, He is looking very worse for wear on his feet. Is that your turn?
Hey, that'll be all.
Yeah. Okay. The one now standing in front of, sort of in between the three of you, swaying on his feet as he is going to turn and look at Judo as the one to have most recently killed one of his friends. Is going to turn around and make 3 attacks against you.
Yeah.
Nope.
That one hits.
That last one missed as well. 20?
Yeah, the 20 hits.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I'm gonna say that you're scary if that's good.
And then the one standing closest to you is going to do much the same.
Yep.
You're welcome, guys. You're welcome.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
Does 17 hit? 17 misses, right?
Yeah.
17 misses.
Your SC is pretty good.
Thanks for the cloak of protection.
Thanks for the protection. And after making 3 attacks against you, this one is going to try and run as far away as he can.
I'm gonna hit him.
Yeah,
the one that's the one next to the one next to Judo.
Mhm. He's leaving my attack range.
Oh, of course, yeah, because you've got to reach 10 feet. Yeah. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, he doesn't move.
Oh, yeah, that sort of
I
pins him in
missed.
place, isn't it? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, yeah. So as he turns to run, you kind of bring your swan song down, and it sort of catches him in the back of the leg, cutting his calf and sort of preventing him from moving any further. And that's their turn. Umbra? Nothing? Okay. Roland, finish the job.
Oh, one of these, which isn't that good.
No,
And we'll follow it up with one of them.
Is that the one just in front of you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you bring Swansong down, and it sort of hits him in the collarbone, and then sort of the blow carries on deep into his chest cavity, and he just falls limp on the end of your halberd, and collapses to the ground.
Sort of kick him off the halberd, and then follow up with the other guy and just smack him down with him. But let's see if that hit. No.
Just misses, unfortunately. No, I'm joking. That very much misses. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, Diane.
Oof! I think that hits.
How many times do you guys crit this?
I don't do that much damage.
We hacked your old 20, sorry.
Yeah, fucking hackers. Okay, sorry. It just means I get crits in the follow-up fights. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Judo?
Yeah, I'm just gonna smack him.
Stab.
Boom.
Yeah, that hits you.
Does Valen count for the sneak attack? Because it's in attack range.
Jack rolled that harrying from a distance was counted. I'll just say that. That's what
Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. It just means that you are threatening from 10 feet rather than 5 feet. So
yeah.
It's 18, 24.
It's so nice if there was just like a sum at the bottom. That much damage.
That does it. Sort of almost on one knee as Volan's kind of cut him as he's tried to flee. You just plunge the short sword into his back, and then bring the flame tongue dagger down again, and just sort of ripping through his hide with sort of flame and steel as he falls to the ground, unconscious and dead. Not unconscious, definitely dead. Cool. That's kind of ends the initiative order. What are you guys doing? You
Turn
can
to
see
Bolin
sort
and
of.
go, I turn to
What's
Bolin
the
and go,
town looking like?
The town actually
Yes.
looks almost dead. There is no one out and about in the town. It's incredibly quiet. You see a number of houses sort of circling this sort of central area. If you get a bit closer, you'll probably see a bit more detail.
Okay. Go on, Judah.
Are we just gonna walk right in or sneak in?
Judah?
I guess we're gonna go in.
I thought you were going to say something, so.
Yeah, it don't matter. Can I loot the bodies? I'm gonna check them. See if there's anything that, like, I don't know.
Clues and stuff.
Yeah, stuff relating to the
Yeah.
group.
There isn't anything that particularly stands out. They all wear somewhere on their body flashes of red. So, like one of them has a red bandana, the other's sort of wearing a bit of red fabric tied around his arm, and the others have sort of all bits of red sort of in various places across their body. They seem to be sort of, just at a cursory glance, you'd be able to tell that they seem to be part of the same organization, at least.
Mm.
As concerns sort of any notable loot, they don't really carry anything of any great value. They each have about sort of 4 daggers, so sort of, but they're just mundane sort of weapons, much like their scimitars, and they sort of carry no particularly special armor.
Could I have possibly heard of this group? I don't know. Yeah,
Sure.
slashes and things like that.
Yeah, sure. Make
history check.
I would say make a history check. Yeah.
Not good at this.
Not
History,
that
yeah.
bad.
So I mean, in your travels, you've heard of a number of sort of bandit groups, ones that wear sort of distinct red flashes, or sort of, and I kind of identify with this sort of form of banditry where they sort of take small towns or outposts hostage. You know of one in particular called the Crimson Hand, and you recognize sort of their sort of trademarks that they sort of bear in various parts of their body. They are ruthless and cutthroat. They very rarely make deals unless it's to save their own hide. Generally, they will take what they want and leave sort of devastation in their wake.
So do we know if they're if they're big, like how large the group might be?
I mean, you know that the group spreads quite far and wide, and this probably is just a branch of a larger group.
Okay, so we're making enemies.
Yeah. I guess I kneel down and sort of pick up a bandana and just look at it. Just sort of share this with the group, the information.
Yeah.
Probably less elegantly and in less words, but yeah.
I'm just like, okay. Cool.
Bad men.
We're red. Everywhere.
That's literally all I'll say.
I would like to say that I would just like to take note that the party communist takes offense to the color red as bad.
Do something about it. They also wield picks and hammers, or sickles and hammers. I'm joking. Cool. What are you guys doing? So yeah, like I said, the town seems relatively devastated, sort of deserted. You can't really see much from your current position, but if you move sort of a bit further into the town, you'll see a bit more.
You guys want me to check ahead?
Just gonna pop one of these.
Sure.
So I guess I'm gonna scout it out.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, so guess you just tell me if I need to roll stealth, I guess.
Yeah. Well, make a stealth roll now.
Okay. E. Okay.
I'm just fucking with you. Carry on.
What a troll.
I'm just joking. I wouldn't actually do that.
You do it as a GM role.
I mean, if I just peek into like the town centre from here, like I don't see anything.
No, you don't see anything immediately. You notice the largest building seems to be sort of a tavern. There are a number of barrels kind of outside, old kegs. There's a well quite close by, and a well in the centre of the sort of the square or the place. Where all the buildings are kind of circled around.
Can I hear like any gathering or anything like that?
Make a perception check. You can hear some sort of noise coming from the this building here. If you saw that, did you see that?
Yeah, that's the one I believe to be the tavern.
Yeah, that's the one you believe to be the tavern. Yeah. You can hear some sort of noises coming from there. It sounds like sort of a heated conversation between a number of individuals. No sort of outward screaming or anything like that, but you can see smoke rising from the chimney coming from that building. A lot of the other buildings seem, eerily quiet. One of the buildings has got the sort of door has been sort of visibly smashed in. This building over here, and it seems pretty deserted. A lot of the windows are sort of cracked and smashed as well.
Okay.
But those are the only sort of notable things.
I'll head back to my party and I'll say, the bandits seem to be discussing things inside. We can take position. The various buildings, the one that seems to be is the tavern, the largest one, but doesn't mean the others are empty.
You guys heading over to the tavern?
Is any? No,
Or do you want to go have a look at it first? Or
I don't know.
Before we go, I guess so. We go stealthy or we knock on door.
I mean, we're ready for
Did the tavern have any visible windows?
there's a couple of windows sort of dotted around the outside of the tavern that you could sort of look through. They're all closed though. None of them are sort of. I mean, at least the ones that you can see on the front of the building from what you could see.
Can I make
Because if you guys want to take position around the tavern, Dan could turn me invisible and I can lure them out. Like knock a door run, but I'm not there.
we keep one alive?
I agree.
So we're gonna make them run a random on the door.
Want yeah.
What if? And then I turn to the little boy. I say, "What you tell us?"
He looks about 12, maybe 13. Sort of from his position on sort of Umbriel's back, he looks up at you, Volan, and says, I don't really know much. I was sort of kept away from all the trouble in Mother's house. I think the bandits spent a lot of time in the tavern. They're not very nice.
Looks like a bar fight.
Okay, so
What plan are we using?
I like a bar fight.
You're just gonna go walk in, bust in, fuck shit up.
That Volan very much seems down for that.
Just kicking down the front door.
Kicking down the door and smacking.
There are, so I mean, Joe, going back to your earlier question, there are a number of windows sort of dotted around the tavern. You could probably try and have a crack at looking through some of those if you wanted to know a bit more about what's inside, or if you want, you could just go
Can I
straight
get
in.
around the back?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, probably. I'll sneak round the back.
Go for it. Yeah.
Do you
I'll-
Is it worth it?
As he's doing this,
That's wasting my like 3 of my level 6.
His name is not Trotsky. I'm so sorry.
Damn it.
Next time. Next time.
as he's doing this, I mean, do I hear this argument, or is it just Judo?
You
How
would be
loud is it?
you'd be a bit too far away. Judo could sort of barely make it out with his quite high perception
I'm gonna
check.
make my way
Not
to
that,
this
not that you
wall.
would know that. But go for it.
I'm just gonna tell the guys I'm gonna sneak in and try and get a better listen.
Yeah.
Can I hear anything better or see? Not here.
So you can see from where you're positioned now. If you look around the corner, you can see in sort of the southernmost face of the window, southernmost face of the tavern. There are 2 windows. If you want, you can try and go and look over those. The discussion from your position now, you can hear in a bit more detail, but although it seems to have subsided from the last couple of minutes now, and there's less sort of shouting and just more sort of general tavern noises now coming from the tavern.
Is there a back entrance?
It doesn't look like there's a back entrance. No, there's just a window.
Okay.
Or 2 windows, at least on that face.
Yeah,
And
so
you remember there were 2 more windows on the front as well.
I guess I'll try and peek a window if that's possible, but they are closed.
They're all closed, but they're sort of, they're pretty sort of mundane glass windows. You'd be able to see through if you wanted to have a crack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
So you're going to walk up to the windows. It would be difficult to make anything out sort of from this distance.
Where is the windows on this side?
Yeah, they're sort of like over here.
There.
There's one here and one here.
Oh, yeah, that's not the same building. I thought it was a joint building. Yeah.
One here, one there. Yeah. Yeah. So as you 2 secs. As you look in the window, you can see a number of sort of patrons within the tavern. There's about 10 people altogether, sort of in various places dotted around the tavern. There's a number of tables and chairs, and then sort of a long sort of L-shaped bar, behind which are standing 2 sort of people. From your position, you're kind of looking in through the bar window. Mm-hmm. No one immediately seems to have noticed you. If you just kind of take a quick cursory glance and then pop back out of sight, no one really seems to notice you. Make a perception check.
Yeah. Okay. Rip.
There isn't anything that sort of stands out to you immediately as being any quite unusual.
Would I have noticed how many of them seemed to be part of the were they all part of the gang? Was they all wearing red?
You notice a couple of individuals that stood out, but just with a cursory glance, it would be difficult to say how many there are.
Okay. Yeah, I'll sneak back to the group just with a bit more information.
Yeah. So it did seem that there were some people sort of from the Crimson Hand within the tavern, but it didn't seem like there was any sort of open fighting going on.
Okay, so I spotted around 10 people in the tavern. They didn't all seem to be enemies. However, it was hard to tell. I could only take a quick glance. The rest, we don't know what's inside the rest of the buildings. There could be a lot more.
So we having a bar fight?
Guess so. Maybe we'll see what happens when we do it.
Okay, lead the way, big guy.
Right, I guess I'd ask. So the windows, could we go through?
I mean, we don't know if they're all hostile yet. I won't just attack everyone in there.
But can we go through windows? They big.
Are they big enough to fit Volan through?
Yeah, but you could burst through one of the windows. It might be a bit of a squeeze. They're not particularly large. You might struggle, but I'd say you could probably get through them. Yeah.
Maybe smaller people go through window. I kick door.
I mean, someone could try
Kill
talking to
people.
them, and we could wait outside the windows and burst in if things go south.
Okay.
Wow.
Ron's just gonna make his way straight towards the door.
Okay.
I'm putting him here, but I imagine people are coming with. Sort of.
Coming with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So where is everyone positioning
I'm going to
themselves
the windows.
around the tavern? So which window are you going to, Judo?
The one I previously glanced in.
Yeah. Okay. So you're sort of crouched down just beneath that window. It's not on the map.
It's round the back.
It's around the back. It's down there somewhere.
That house.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just moving. You guys are essentially in preparation mode. So, Volan, you're getting ready to burst through the door.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just
the
gonna
one.
be right behind Umbrella behind.
I'll be right up with Volan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So Vaughn's gonna walk up to the door. He's gonna just poof poof poof, and just step.
You bang on the door. Nothing really happens for any great length of time.
Could I look while he does that? Because obviously the attention might be diverted.
That's true.
Look where? Sorry.
Like, I take a better look because their attention would be diverted.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So make another perception check. With advantage. Oh, okay, you don't need it.
Yeah, I don't need it.
So Volan, you bang on the door, and as you do, Judo, you hear a knocking on the door, sort of from your position by the window. And as you look up, you immediately see sort of three individuals that stand out to you on the corner of the bar, clad in these sort of long red robes that sort of go from their shoulders down to sort of their large cloaks that kind of envelop their body. Standing next to the bar, sipping at drinks. You see a barmaid behind the bar you notice immediately she seems quite frightful, quite meek, very skinny.
I think
You've gone a bit quiet.
Your mic went. It sounded like it got pulled out of the jet.
You guys hear me again? Sorry, that was weird. I don't know what happened there. Where did I cut out?
The barmaid was frightened.
Oh yeah, there's sort of a barmaid. Sort of most of her body language would indicate sort of fear. Her hair seems to have been sort of torn in places. These long brown locks with sort of sections looking as if they've been pulled, and a black eye in one place that seems quite fresh. And another barman sort of stood behind the bar with her. After a few moments after the knock, one of the sort of gentlemen on the corner of the bar nods at the barman and then sort of points at the door. At this point, sorry.
No, go. Carry on.
No, yeah. So after waiting for a few seconds, Volan, the door sort of creaks open slowly, and sort of a very pale, skinny man with sort of a very wispy beard appears around the corner at you and says, "Yes, hello."
Going from the history, because I've obviously heard of these guys.
Yeah.
My plan is to deceive them. I'll say now. So
okay, yeah.
The idea is I'm trying to. I was going to say bosses wanting us to meet up
recruiting
at the well. He says to hurry. That's the
Okay,
that's the thought plan.
something along those lines. Yeah. So you want to. So
Boss wants to meet us all up at well.
So you saying that to the guy who
Target.
you saying that to the guy who opened the door?
Yeah, and then I'm
Yeah.
saying tell them hurry.
Okay, so
Looks unhappy.
he looks he looks at you somewhat confused, and then sort of slowly closes the door, disappears for a few seconds, and then you notice someone. You hear
Step back while that's
yeah.
happening.
I think I'll be peeking, so if they're starting to look hostile, I'll ready myself. for an
Okay,
action.
so Joe, what you see, if you sort of continue to look through the window, as you do, the man who'd opened the door, who was the barman, who'd sort of come out from behind the bar and then gone over to the door, walks back over to one of the larger gentlemen, who kind of turns around to face the barman, steps off of his chair, shoves him out of the way, and then taps one of the other sort of members of the Crimson Hand on the shoulder and points at the door, and then he himself walks over to the window. So the larger gentleman walks over to the window and looks out the window.
As a whole, how many members of the?
You can see you can see only three members inside.
Okay.
He walks over to the window, and so the window at the front, which is there's a window here and a window here. Sorry, there.
Does he see me? Probably.
Yeah.
He
So
sees everyone else.
so okay. This is how it unfolds. Joe, you see him get up and looks at one of his bandit friends and points at the door, and then walks over to the window. And just as the other guy is approaching the door, he says something and stops him in his tracks, and then they step back. They both step back from the window, and there's silence in the tavern. They're just kind of standing in the room.
Does this waiting go on for a little bit of time?
Yeah, they seem reluctant to come outside.
I'm assuming Volan's gonna like knock again or kick the door down, so I'm gonna ready my action to like bust through the window if that happens.
So I go back to the door. I start banging on it. I say, "Boss wants us to come. We are new from other town. If you take long, boss be angry."
Make a deception check. Okay.
I'm shocked as you, man. I mean, Vaughn's got a decent charisma, but I wasn't expecting a 22. 21, sorry.
Joe, what you see is the larger gentleman who sort of motioned for the others to. Oh, hang on. Bear with me 1 second. I mean, sorry, I'm just trying to do something. Okay, that's fine. I just thought I'd double check something first. Joe, you see, if you sort of continuing to peer through the window, the larger gentleman who'd motioned for the others to sort of stop is now cautiously kind of approaching the door. And then Volan, you hear a voice say, the boss sent you?
Who the fuck else? Can you hurry up? Told you you'd be angry twice.
Okay. As this happens, sort of two, the guy motions to the two people that are sat sort of by the bar now again, and they sort of get up off their feet and walk over to the door, and the guy opens the door, and you see a large gentleman, sort of clad in armor, with a shield and a spear, and then two sort of other individuals that look eerily similar to the sort of first group of individuals that you'd met, who sort of greeted you at the town. So I just need to grab them from the other battle map that I'd made.
So
He says casually. 2 secs.
I didn't think this would work.
You've pulled it off. So
I mean, this is what the sort of people Vaughan's used to dealing with, so it makes sense in the narrative.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's fine. So let me just. Okay.
So
yeah, sorry.
I was about to say, we, and I gesture and to the other people. We from other town. We go into new towns when groups need backup. That's why we don't wear. And he sort of taps like that.
On his shoulder.
You get right. Come, boss. Boss is waiting. Sort of gestures towards the well again.
This well or which well?
This one here, right here.
That one over there, yeah. Okay. So as you mentioned, the other town, the sort of the first gentleman sort of says to you, "What other town? Where are you from?"
Can I make a history check on any nearby towns to pull one out of my ass?
Yeah, or go for it. Yeah, I mean, you could just make one up as well.
Yeah,
If you want to go for a realistic town, then go for it.
Yeah, right, I'll do a history check then.
Why are you rolling so many crits today?
Is there any towns I've heard that actually have these bandits in them?
Not that you know of,
Probably
to be honest. And the other thing is that you know that the towns and sort of there aren't many towns spread out through the inner grasslands. They're, because of the sort of distance and sort of expanse of the grasslands, it's like weeks of travel in between each town. I suppose technically one of the nearest ones would probably be Koll.
Okay, so I guess it's we're from Koll. we took it over. I sort of shake my head like this is a few weeks back, quite new take. The loot, really good.
Okay.
So we speak to boss.
So the guy that seems to sort of be leading up this group says, "Well, I haven't heard of it, but okay, where is the boss?"
Boss said he'd be here soon. He said to wait at well. Don't want to make him mad. Not again. Jack made him mad last time.
He says
just sort of shakes his head like as if like you don't want to do that.
he looks over his shoulder at the guy standing behind him, and the guy looks back at him and goes, I didn't do anything. It wasn't me. It must be another Jack.
Not this one. One from Koll. Right, can we get to 12? You guys piss about.
While this is happening, I'm sending messages to Tito to tell him what's going on.
Yeah, to tell him to come round a bit, maybe.
So they
They're believing all this. I seem to.
Carl is suppressing laughter at Volan's antics.
ability to deceive them. They say the larger bloke says, "Fine,
that
we'll
rolled.
wait at the well, but I don't understand why we have to." And they sort of begin
Do
to.
I look like boss? I'd just sort of go to the well and gesture everyone to come along.
Yeah, they say they kind of follow slowly.
Can I still see the other workers in the tavern?
Yeah, they seem sort of. They're all kind of, and a lot of the patrons
Can I
are sort of staring at
Try
the door.
and unlock the window and sneak in.
There isn't really it's not a sort of a window with a catch on it. It's more of just a sort of a means of letting light in. You'd struggle to sort of get in.
Smash it.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, don't do
You guys are already on edge.
Anything but that.
As they're sort of walking over towards the well, and the last bandit in the group who was kind of following along walks past Leon and Umbriel. He looks over at the boy and says,
Am I the boss?
he looks over at the boy and says, "Boy, do I know you?" And Leon sort of looks up at him with sort of tears in his eyes. And for anyone who's seen Leon, you recognise immediately that he has sort of very unique facial features. His eyes are sort of a very striking blue, and his hair is jet black, and he has sort of a pale skin.
I'm just moving along the bottom here. Just tell me if I need to make any checks. I'll just.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess as this happened, I sort of pipe up and go, "Oh, that lad, got him at Koll. He shines my armour and that. Don't worry about it. Why? You know him. You can have him if you want. It's fucking pain."
Make a deception check, and as you, as you say this, Leon looks up at you, and sort of you see very faint tears begin to sort of swell in his eyes.
Oh no! Don't betray me, Leon.
I block him from view. Like I stand in between
The bandit, like reaching past you, goes to pull something on Leon's neck and holds the pendant in his hand and says, "I recognise this."
Can I attack as he's doing this?
Yeah, time to blow up
I'm standing in between them.
Time for revolution.
That's initiative at this point.
Wait.
So he sort of pulls the necklace, looks at everyone.
He holds the pendant in his hand, and as he sort of recognises it, he begins to pull the scimitar from his scabbard.
Okay.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Roll initiative. Woo! Boom. Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
You didn't. Did you? I don't see 2 ones. I see a 14 and a 5.16.
If you hover, you see like a
I'm just gonna.
Oh, you did, yeah.
I'm just gonna do
Have
that.
you set it to advantage? That's a shame.
I'm just gonna do that to get the guy on the board, but he actually got an 11. Okay.
We rolled terribly in initiative.
Yeah, you guys were pretty unlucky there. Leon is on Umbriel, so I'm gonna put Umbriel there. Okay, so as you're trying to sort of put yourself between Leon and the hang on, I'm just gonna do this as well. Oh shit! Fuck. Okay, that changes things.
Nice.
Go, Leon.
yeah. So,
Make your namesake proud.
He's not a spectacular combatant.
He's
As
quick
you're-
though.
He is very quick. As this is happening, he pushes on the bandit and grabs back the pendant and hops off of Umbriel's back and runs
Run, Leon!
runs towards the tavern. I think
Go on, Leon.
that's his distance.
It's my guy.
Tears still sort of forming in his eyes after
Oh.
Volan's harsh comments.
Almost too meaningful.
And yeah, as you sort of try to protect Leon, this bandit is going to try and make attacks against you.
Me?
Diane. Yeah.
Yep. Jesus, yep. They all hit.
Well,
Did they
rest
say
in peace,
anything
Diane.
as the drawing the swords, by the way?
So much for what I said.
It's not too much damage.
They don't say anything as they're drawing the swords. They just sort of.
Poor damage.
I mean, they've recognised that this is a hassle with your low deception and the pendant that he sort of recognised immediately. It's quite a unique pendant.
Right, yeah.
And Diane sort of trying to step between Leon and the bandits. The whole thing just smells a bit fishy.
Mm.
As convincing as you were initially, things went downhill.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to try and get him to do press-ups and then kill him, but...
What the fuck?
Well, we could have had Judo come from around the back and be the boss.
This one's going to run over here, and as he runs, he's going to hurl a dagger at you, Volan. 22.
Jesus.
Well, as it hits me, I'm just going to be like, boss won't be happy. and smile and sort of wink as I do it. Just like sort of like, I know I'm chatting shit and you know it, but one of them.
One of them. And he's then going to make 2 attacks against Umbriel.
Unreal, no.
No.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, and then it's Volan's turn.
Okay, so straight away, Volan still smiling. He's keeping this sort of thing going on. He's just going to attack the big guy that I was speaking to.
Mhm.
Give him one of them,
Yeah, that hits you.
and he's going to make it one of them.
Oof.
Whoa, that shouldn't be 11. It's adding strength. Ignore the +4. That should be 7.
So it's 7
Sorry,
plus
I'll
16,
take away
23.
strength now.
23.
Yeah, that's 23 damage, but he has to make the save. DC
Yeah.
15.
Okay. Okay. So a save DC 15. What sort of save? Wisdom save is it?
Uh-huh.
18. So he makes it.
Follow it up with another.
One of those, yeah. As you go to swing the swansong down at him, he raises his the shield that he holds in his hand and just bashes the blow to the side.
Oof, Jesus. Guess I'll follow it up. Oh, with a miss.
Miss, unfortunately.
And yeah. Do I do anything else? Yeah, I'll move here.
Okay. Cool. Umbro? Different? Yeah, just as he's leaping up to take a bite at the bandit punches Umbriel in the nose, and it kind of deters. It's not enough to deal any damage, but it sort of deters Umbriel from his attack, and he just misses. Yeah,
I don't want to get to him.
Carl.
I'm going to move in here, place my Hexblade's Curse on this one,
Yeah, go for it.
and then begin the onslaught.
Yeah. lay waste. Ouch. Yep.
I
Yep.
rolled minimum damage on both of those. I'm ashamed of myself.
Oh my god, you did.
That's very sad.
18 damage total.
Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, not bad for minimum damage.
Cool. So that's your turn?
Yeah, that'll be all.
Yeah. Cool. So that guy is going to look at you, Carl, and is going to make an attack. He sort of takes one step forwards and goes to whack you with this immense shield that he's carrying in his hand.
Bring it. A 21 is barely a hit.
Barely a hit, so you have to make a strength saving throw.
DC. Alright. Hey!
All these criticals today, Jesus.
That's my first crit of the day, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, as a party, you've done quite well for yourselves.
Is he attacking Carl?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm going to use my reaction to hit him then.
Yeah, you take that much damage, Carl.
And use your action. What did you say, Bolin?
I'm going to use my reaction to hit him.
Yeah, you only take 8 damage, Carl. Sorry, that's not right.
Nice.
And go for it. Yeah, 26. Yeah, that hits. What is it that lets you do that?
Sentinel.
I think it's Sentinel.
It's if someone gets attacked.
Yeah,
then he can make his
Sentinel. When a
attack.
creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, and that target doesn't have this feat, you can use your reaction to make a melee attack attacking the attacking creature.
Okay. You can use your reaction. Did it say? Sorry, or you can just do it. Yeah.
Use
Okay.
my reaction. Sorry. Use my reaction.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I just wanted to see if you could do it like infinitely.
No.
But before he makes 2 more attacks against that thing.
I can do other stuff infinitely. Almost. Me and Jack organised a rule around that. But...
22, does that hit, Carl?
Yeah, that's a hit. And the 13 is a
13's a miss, okay. And you take 7 damage from the...
Man, you rolled crazy high there.
Yeah, it's pretty high, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's his turn. So, Diane? Mm-hmm. No, just misses, unfortunately. Judo.
Oh, I'm in this fight.
I have been messing with you technically.
You're a little bit.
Get your ass over.
You're a little bit far away, unfortunately.
And you got bonus action, Dan.
I take a swig of whatever drink I got in my bag, take a deep sigh.
Here we go again, boys.
Yeah. And then yeah, so I can get to like what can I see for now? Yeah. Alright. Under the assumption that I am still hidden, I don't know. Actually I'm just gonna bonus action hide again, if that's okay.
I think you're still hidden from them.
Probably will see me though.
Oh, from your position now, yeah, I guess.
Well, no, I'd be like hidden against the wall, but like, yeah, I'm thinking passive perception against my roll last time.
Well, yeah, your roll was 15, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna fire. Can they see me?
Yeah, none of them see you. You're fine.
Okay, that'll be an advantage.
Yeah.
Which one? Sorry, that was gonna be the strong one.
The strong one, unfortunately, yeah, that just misses.
The one I know doesn't hit.
Cool.
Well, if they didn't see me when I took that, I'd like to take my bonus action to hide again.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, roll stealth.
Yep, let
I
me
think.
roll that at normal. Right, yep. Fuck off.
But that's very
I can see you like that.
very unlucky. Cool. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Cool. Leon runs inside and disappears from sight as he kind of bursts through the doors of the tavern. So background to these guys. This one next to you, Diane, is going to make 3 more attacks against you.
Nope.
5. Yep. And this one is going to turn around and attack you, Volan.
They're both hit.
19
All of
misses.
them hit.
All of them hit.
Yeah, I've got 19 AC.
Oh, okay.
How much damage is that?
20 damage.
20.
I'm so crap at math. So glad you guys are here to help. Cool, and that's their turn.
Okay.
As the kind of flurry of swings of scimitars kind of crash against you. You're up next though, so unleash hell.
Okay. I'm going for the big guy.
The big guy, yeah, that hits, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Gonna make it one of these. Again.
Yeah, okay. Let me just deduct the damage first. Cool, and then he has to make a wisdom saving throw, one of those.
Oh, that's max damage on that swing. Oh god, he's good with these, isn't
He's lucky with those, is what he
he?
is.
Well, that's all my superiority, guys. He's
I
beating
think
them.
you deserve some luck somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't crit him again. Is that your turn?
Well, we'll see. We'll see, because I've got 2 more swings.
Oh shit! Fuck, here we go.
One of them, and
Yeah.
one of them.
Damn, both of those hit. Fuck, you're just a machine, aren't you? Damn, he is not looking too healthy at this stage. The succession of blows has kind of left him swaying on his feet, despite his obvious sort of fortitude. He is not feeling too good about himself right now.
Well, just started smiling, saying, "Boss, won't be happy."
Okay.
Okay.
His like frustration is now visibly turning to rage as he's obviously realised that he's been deceived. Umbriel, your turn. Yeah, that hits you.
Isn't that DC wrong? Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure you.
I think it should be.
You meant to add your proficiency bonus
It should
on
be.
to
It should be.
plus
It should be.
the
It should
creature
be. It should be. It should be 12. Yeah, it should be 12. Because
It's
it's
the creature
one
strength
plus
plus
your
the
proficiency. It's 1 plus your proficiency. That's the damage that you're doing. Yeah. But still manages to deal a sizable blow to the gentleman, but he's still standing, unfortunately. Okay. Carl, your turn.
Right. I will go ahead and continue walloping this guy
Go for it.
with my revolution.
Cool. So when you go to swing the first blow at him, he raises his shield and smashes your warhammer to the side, and the blow seemingly has no effect on him. And the second one, unfortunately, as you bring it back round, just falls short of him, as he sort of takes a half step back.
Look at these damage rolls, though. 3 1s in a row and then a 3.
Yeah, that's pretty unlucky. Okay. On the van at Captain's turn. Loki. He's gonna look at you, Volan, and attack you with his shield bash. Does that hit? Yeah, that hits. Yeah.
Yep.
So you have to make a strength saving throw, which you succeed. So you're not knocked prone, but you still take 9 bludgeoning damage as he kind of just bashes you square in the chest with his shield, and then makes 2 more attacks with his spear.
Oh, Volton's going to be pretty fucked up. If he's not dead.
Are you dead?
Well, I'm a half orc, but
So-
barely up.
I haven't used any of them.
Neither have I.
Okay, so I'm still alive. Just
So are you on 1 HP?
I'm 2 HP. I haven't used my half orc passive.
Okay, so you're still fine. And that's his turn. So Diane, you're up. Yeah, sure, go for it. So wisdom saving throw. Wisdom saving. 9, yeah. So
Ooh, good
as
stuff.
you kind of conjure up the arcane energy and launch the spell at him, his body just goes completely rigid and just freezes in place.
Did it just me or did it just become silent?
To be buff.
Lucia. Sorry, Kyle, what did you say?
I said, is it just me or did it just become silent? I couldn't hear anything for a moment there.
Oh.
Yeah, I was just describing how the dude gets paralyzed. Yeah. All right. Sorry, I'm new at this. What's paralyzed?
I think it's.
I think it matters too
You
much.
get advantage on all melee attacks from 5 feet.
There we go.
It's an instant crit from 5
Right, it's an
I
instant
can't
crit.
remember.
Oh yeah, if you hit, it's an instant crit. Yeah.
It just means for the token.
Unlike
He
Cool.
doesn't get an opportunity attack if that's
No,
what you're
no.
thinking.
No, he doesn't. No. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Judo.
Yeah. On one attack, yeah. I'm gonna bonus action dash to there.
Oh, get the crit.
This is just gonna one shot him.
Go on, lad.
Rip.
Yeah, that hit. That hits. Yeah, so that's the crit.
So,
Oh god, here we go.
but it's only a 1. And then it's like another one of these.
Just roll it again for the crit. How's it work?
It's just a d6 for the short sword. Oh, is it
Oh,
plus
right.
Oh, yeah, and your poison and your sneak attack.
Do I roll for the poison? I don't know if I do that.
Yeah,
So,
you roll for the poison as well. I
I
think.
knew
Yeah,
it's the
crit.
poison.
mean-
Low rolls.
Low rolls. Yeah, sad. Let me just work that out. 40, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Is it 40? Cool.
Yeah.
So, paralyzed, you just slowly sink the short sword into his body, and the poison just begins to seep through his paralyzed form, and visibly sort of beginning to sweat as blood oozes from the wound. He's kind of gasping for breath as you kind of plunge the short sword into him. Is that your turn?
I think I still have a bit of movement. I'm gonna move like in between these two.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Leon doesn't take any action on his turn.
What a bitch. Nah,
This
joking.
guy. This guy.
I'm joking.
This guy tries to save from the thing. Yeah, I mean, he can't do anything except
Can't do
try
anything,
and
so, yeah.
except try and save. 13. Does that succeed? No. It's your. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, no, it is. It is. Yeah, sorry. So he is trying to resist the paralyzing effect, but he is still sort of held in place. The one that's unleashing a flurry of blows against Volan is now going to turn to you, Judo, and make an attack against you.
Nope.
Another one.
Yep.
Yep. And it's going to make a final attack against you. 19?
Yep.
19 hits? Okay. Cool. And that is their turn. He kind of brings a flurry of blows down against you. Volan.
Okay. I mean, yeah, okay. So Volan's gonna. I'm going for this guy again.
Yeah.
Not swapping targets. But
Misses, unfortunately.
it's not great. But it's not great,
misses.
is it?
But you can add a D4 to that, can't you?
I can, but would it make a difference?
No, I suppose not. But I mean, it's until you hit that you can just keep adding a D4.
It is.
So
well,
it doesn't matter if you
D4s.
It doesn't matter if you do it now or later, really, because it's gonna keep going up even if you miss. So.
And then one of them, so I can add 2 D4s if that makes a difference.
Well, so the first one misses, so you could add a D4 to the second one, but
it stacks until I hit. That's the way it works.
Yeah. So the third one obviously hits, but the first one.
Yeah.
First one misses. The second one misses, but the last one hits, so you do 9 damage.
Okay.
With the last blow.
Question is, as I do this, can I sort of make a prayer? I'm talking about a concordance roll.
Yeah, sure. What for?
To you know that thing that we talked about, to that one.
Oh, okay. Do you want to PM me?
I mean, I can just make the roll. I can make it a GM roll. How do I do
that?
Query whisper. There we go. Query whisper. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna make the roll.
Yeah, go for it.
And I do that as I'm making the final strike on him.
Okay. BRB26. I'm just going to ask someone else a question.
No worries.
Might be a few minutes.
Sorry.
I'm gonna grab a drink.
Sorry, guys. That's a high roll, so I'm happy. Oh shit, sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Forgot you guys couldn't see. Yeah. Fuck.
Quick, take your chance. Look, do it. I dare you. I dare you to look. Exactly.
All you'll see is a number. I pretty much told you it was a high roll. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty lucky. Yeah. No, not to the same person, but yeah. Oh, I need to lay off the rum. Probably should lay off the concordance rolls until Jack's around. Yeah. I bad on that. Hopefully.
Okay, this is not my ruling.
Go on.
But essentially, what happens is after you make that calling out, you notice on the horizon rolling clouds beginning to sort of concentrate on your point, and lightning crackles in the sky as the clouds begin to form above you, and faint rain begins to fall as lightning crackles in the sky. That seems to be all that's happened for now, though.
Okay. Okay. That's my turn.
Okay. Umber? The paralyzed dude. Unfortunately misses. Unlucky. Carl?
Sorry.
Again with the warhammers. Let's go.
Go for it, buddy.
Go on, lad.
Yeah. As you bring the hammer down for the first time, the guy raises his shield to block it, but then the shield just collapses under the strength of your blow, and the hammer just passes the shield and just collides with the helmet that the guy's wearing, and you feel like the skull just crack under the weight of your blow, and his body just goes limp and falls to the ground.
Wait, so did he get hit with the second one as well, or?
The first one was enough to kill him, so if you want to reposition and swing the second one.
I'm gonna move down here and then use the second one on that guy.
Yeah, so
You have advantage.
you don't except for you don't need to re-roll it, because in his paralyzed state, kind of facing away from you, you bring the hammer just down on the back of his head, and a very similar story. There is an immense crack, and there's an indent where his skull has just been visibly bashed in, and as the paralyzing effect wears off, blood begins to ooze from the wound and parts of brain matter, and then the body just falls limp to the ground.
Nice.
Also,
I feel I should mention though that that damage is actually 3 less because I don't get to add my proficiency bonus because I didn't have my curse on.
Oh, but you would have crit anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah.
So he still would have died. I mean, yeah, he still would have died. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, he still would have died.
I regain 9 health because my Hexblade curse target died.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. So that guy's dead. So Diane, it's your turn. Yeah.
Finally.
Ooh, go on, Diane. Hell yeah.
10
That's the damage I like to see.
Nice one. Okay. Yeah. Is that your turn? Okay, judo.
I guess I'm just gonna smack him twice.
Step. Steppy.
But my dagger isn't lit, so I'm gonna use my rapier.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not
I don't know
lit,
why that's
fam.
advantage. But
It's I mean, yeah,
Still 23.
Oh.
that hits. Whoosh.
Oh. What
and
I'm talking about.
Fuck. Just slaughtering people right now. So that's 36, right? I should say math. Yeah, cool. Okay, he's still standing, but looking very much worse for wear after that blow. Okay.
That 9 wasn't damage, by the way. That's just a bad roll on weapon. It was
Oh,
27
I
damage.
see. Okay, it's 27 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just retarded. So yeah, unfortunately you miss with that blow and that second blow, but the first one still having dealt a significant amount of damage to the individual. Leon is out of sight, out of mind. You guys don't really know what he's doing. And this one is going to look at you, Volan, seeing you kind of having sustained a significant amount of damage. Is going to try and finish you off once and for all.
Miss. Hit.
4.
Come back at 1.
So you come back at 1.
Wait, what?
Does that last for your whole turn, or?
No.
No, you can still hit him.
You can go for another.
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
hit me.
he can go for it. Ooh,
And
that
he
last one
misses. Yeah, so I'm at 1 health.
I didn't know that you were that low.
Yeah. Relentless endurance is used.
Okay, that's his turn. So, Volan.
So I guess Volan looks up at the clouds, just sort of whispers to himself and just strikes at the sky.
Yeah.
Does it do what?
Sorry, I think I missed what you said. Sorry.
Volan just sort of looks at the clouds and
Oh,
looks up and then looks down and just swings at this guy.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, it took ages to come up. I didn't realise you said you were.
Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah. All of those hit. And as you kind of just unleash this flurry of blows against the guy, the 2 initial blows leaving him sort of barely standing, having left serious gashes all along his body. You finally bring the sword, the butt of your weapon down against him, and it just cracks against his skull, and he falls limp to the ground. Okay. And for now, everything seems to go quiet.
Okay.
Except for the sort of faint rumbling storm that is concentrating overhead, with rain sort of beginning to pour, slightly heavier now.
Leon, he's okay. Is he good?
How's Mr.
Where's he gone?
Well,
Yeah, you'd be able to
I mean,
get
I'm
through
sure
it.
I've been familiar with him for 2 weeks, so like.
I mean, it can go through a wooden door, so.
Yeah, I mean the walls aren't thicker than 1 foot of stone, so.
What are you up to?
What you up to, mate?
Yeah, he
Probably gets
just replies to you quietly. I'm just waiting inside the tavern. Those men are scary. He doesn't answer.
I tell that to everyone. He's not should we rush in? Yes.
Vaughn's just crouching down, searching through this guy. Sort of looks up at Judo and goes, You loot others.
We should question the people inside the tavern and check the other buildings first.
Oh, I forgot to leave last guy alive. Sorry. I know I said. I get carried away. Yeah, so I guess I loot.
So he's not.
He doesn't reply to your most recent message. Are you guys going inside the tavern?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm crouching down and looting, like quickly,
Yeah.
not really
Is
trying to be quick.
um,
Just more looking, see if I can pocket some gold rather than full search. If you
okay.
get what I mean.
Yeah.
And then following.
I don't want this little boy to get killed.
I'm weapons drawn, just in case.
Yeah, I still have my.
I mean, I don't know about this message, so that's what that's why I'm
Yeah.
playing it out like this.
So you look through the bodies. There is nothing particularly notable about any of the bodies in terms of what they're carrying. I mean, you find gold and pieces like that, quite sizable amounts of gold, but and a small pouch containing some gold as well on the larger gentleman. Wow, Volan just dropped out.
Did I?
I'm sorry, Josh. Not fun for
Sorry,
you.
I'll fix it. I'll fix it.
Yeah, you guys. I think you're like close friends, aren't you?
But yeah.
That was really weird. I'll fix it. Sorry.
As you guys head inside the tavern, sorry, just moving you guys across now. You see
I'm just loading in.
Leon standing next to the woman that you recognise, Joe. It's the woman from earlier that has the sort of torn hair and black eye.
Mm-hmm.
And he's kind of just she's kneeling on the floor, or kneeling sort of on the ground, sort of hugging him.
I shout out to them all. Are there any more?
The
Of the gang?
yeah,
They know what I mean.
most of the patrons, their reaction is a bizarre one. You would expect them to be sort of overjoyed and sort of happy about what's just taken place. Some of them are sort of standing by the windows looking out. As your sort of gaze meets that of the barmaid that's sort of holding Leon, she sort of looks up and sort of shakes her head slowly and says, "That's all of them for now, but more will come later."
One more come.
She sort of tears also begin to form in her eyes now and says, I don't know. They come and go as they please.
Do you know where they go to?
Where'd they come from?
They wait on the northern road and attack passers-by. They steal all they can and come back here and celebrate their atrocious victories by drinking our wine and ale.
Boy,
Oh, who's up to go to the
Where's your
northern
mother?
road?
What are you guys singing?
He was gone, Judah, and then we'll hey Carl.
Sit down. Boy, where is your mother?
Leon sort of looks around and looks at you and says, I don't know, and kind of looks back at the barmaid, and she kind of walks Leon over to the this fireplace and sort of sits him in the chair, and then walks over to you guys to speak with you, and says in a kind of a whispered voice, I run this tavern with my husband. I knew Vera, Leon's mother. She is no longer with us. They took her along with all the other men who tried to rise up against the bandits. I doubt they're among the living. I don't have the heart to tell the young boy, though.
Where did they take them?
Away from the village. It was some days ago now, and they are yet to return. I fear there is little hope for them. The men who took them off have since returned, though they have been ordered not to mention what has happened.
Drunk men say a lot. They say anything of help. Just sort of gestures to the bar as he does this.
I said, we have not given up hope yet, and we've made a promise to the boy. How many were here the last time they came?
Kind of closes her eyes for a minute. She says, well, there were only around 12 of them, but I think you may have dispatched the majority of them. However, 3 among them are considered the ringleaders, and they are men of such evil I've never known.
Which way they take the prisoner?
If I'm honest, they headed in the direction of the cemetery to the north of town.
How long do you think it'll be until reinforcements come?
Can we rest?
She sort of
Hardball.
as she's sort of when you ask about reinforcements, she sort of her already red eyes begin to fill again with tears, and she says, "It's been weeks now. You are the first sight of reinforcements we've seen. There is no hope for this town."
Does she look the
Yeah, she's got, as well as sort of the, to you guys, it's pretty clear that what was happening prior to your arrival is that the bandits essentially had come into the tavern to collect gold from the bar and the barkeep, and when they refused to yield, they obviously sort of turned to more violent methods in order to recover the money. So the hair that's been torn and is quite fresh, and the black eye is also quite fresh. And she still is sort of physically and emotionally distressed by sort of what was taking place a few moments prior.
Are you here the only ones left in the town?
There are some men they force to work in and around the town collecting goods.
Where are these men? Can they fight?
She
Help us.
She kind of turns around and half-heartedly gestures to some of the patrons within the town, and you notice most of them are old or crippled or too young to carry a sword. She says most of the able-bodied men were taken off when they tried to rise up against the bandits. These are all that remains. I doubt there's really anyone here who could help you. Not without losing their lives, anyway.
Do we have time to rest, at least, before we go north to kill the rest?
She says, yes, you're welcome to rest here. We'll give you what little food and drink we have. I'm worried that if you leave the town, though, the bandits may return, and in your absence, who knows what they'll do.
Can you not hide?
Hide and leave everything. Like a death sentence.
She says, there are people in the town too sick to leave, and there are those too stubborn to leave. I fear we are condemned to this fate.
If you could still like
Okay. As the sort of magic energy kind of courses through her body, you see the bruise around her eye begin to fade slightly, and the stretched and taut hair on her scalp begin to sort of relax and reform, and she lets out almost a sigh of relief and sort of clutches your hand as you heal her, and says, "Thank you. I will speak with the others. I will go around the town and speak to the others. In the meantime, please rest here. We'll see what we can do. And
I was just gonna say what time it is, but carry on. I thought you finished.
No. So yeah, it's well. I was just going to say that she kind of puts down the tray that she's carrying on one of the nearby tables and goes to sort of walk out the door. And says to you, "Please sit, rest, help yourselves to anything. My husband over there will help you." And she sort of motions to the man behind the bar, and
towards the bar,
and then leaves, and then goes outside. Yeah.
Does it look like this place has rooms, or?
It's not. No, it doesn't look like it has any rooms. There is no second floor. It's essentially just a very large, high ceiling kind of bungalow that's been sort of turned into a tavern. There is little in the way of storage. Joe, you noticed that the windows you were looking through earlier, actually outside, had a lot of. It's obviously where they keep their kegs and casks of ales and wines. So there's no storage area really. So you guys taking a long rest?
Hmm?
Yeah. Is this like the only just this
Can I
floor?
take a
There's
bio
nothing
break
else?
on that, please?
Yeah, we can buy a break. Sorry, what was your question, Joe?
This is the only floor. Like, if we wanted to hide somewhere potentially, is there any place for hiding in here?
Yeah, it's kind of the only. I mean, there are beams that make up kind of rafters that you could technically go into if you wanted to.
I'm gonna leave acrobatics alone.
You're scared of like falling off and breaking your neck.
I mean, I do it all the time.
Okay, yeah, quick bio if you guys want to.
Sure.
Sorry?
I make myself a limb.
A lemsip? Oh, your throat sore, is it? I need to go for the toilet as well, actually.
Yeah, I've been going for hours, so I'm good.
Desperately, do we?
Low initiative.
Okay.
It's weird. It's weird. Hello?
Yeah.
So we're taking a long rest.
Yeah. With watches.
I'm so glad I took that second wind earlier. That's a really strong heal, you know.
Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't mind paying for it.
That's insane. The amount of heal that it gives you. It's really nice. And even if you don't
For
use
what?
it in combat, you can just use it anyway.
For what you would pay for a health pot that does that, like,
Mm-hmm.
buying five of them would probably be like how much it costs for us to buy the building, and we get it every short rest.
I mean, I've got 3 health potions. I've been carrying them for ages.
Yeah, I got 2 now. I carried 3 for ages, but then I used them all when I died.
I mean, the only reason I have 3 is because it's not just for me, sort of thing. Oh, NPC or another character, sort of thing. I thought the storm was going to do something else, but that's quite interesting. I have to see what happens with that.
And play a game of Fortnite.
And we got another 2 hours, haven't we?
Yeah, assuming everyone's good to go that long. I'm tired of it because I napped. I don't know how that works, but I am.
I know what you mean.
I won't say tired of just more fucking dead.
I can't believe the deception worked for that long, though.
The what?
The deception?
Oh, the deception. Thought we'd be able to play it off as though we found him straggling, like, running away, and we caught him.
No.
And then I'd come in as the boss. I'd like put a bandana around my arm.
I wanted to say that.
I have shit deception though, so I'd have to keep it on.
I was going to say we found him on the way in, but then I was like, Volan probably ain't that smart, so I'll just say we found him at Koll, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I'm not even
But
like
I did have
that
the
line
exact
now.
same thought.
Hi!
Hi!
Ivy Winters.
Hi.
I got Ed to do it.
Come on in.
It's fucking bonkers.
Yeah.
Fuck that show.
You love it, really.
I genuinely have never hated a show more.
I don't like it either, mate. So I'm with you on that.
Ed has a love-hate relationship.
I mean,
How
I almost
much
do
I
it to
hate it.
people normally. I almost just go, hi.
Hi!
No, I did it at like work once.
Oh god. People
Because
just
I
look at you
do it
like,
all the
what
time.
the fuck did you say? I mean, hey, what's up?
Oh.
Okay. Is everyone back?
I'm
I
here.
am. Cool.
Everyone's back. Yay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys rolling hit dice and things like that on your long rest. On your short rest.
Long rest.
Was it a long rest or a short rest?
I'd say we was going for a longer, assuming
Yeah, I
to keep
thought we were going.
watch.
Unless we were.
Yeah. What time is it in the day? Is it like a couple of hours then we kip or?
It's around. I mean, it's around lunchtime.
We can do a night mission.
What, you need to sleep now and then go for a night mission?
Everyone has dark vision, right?
Yeah.
I mean, before we take a long rest, we could wait for the sick villagers to be gathered so we can do what we can to help them.
I can do some healing.
You can do that
I
in
have a
the-
couple health potions I can donate.
Yeah.
You could do that as like a light activity / watch, I
I
guess.
can heal like 5.
So are you guys going to short rest while you wait for her to return?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, I'd imagine
we're
so.
gonna short rest, long rest.
I mean,
Like,
Well, we don't know what's going to happen, so let's
I would see the
let's
point.
just play it as that. All right. Right. Okay. So I'm going to roll some hit die if that's the case.
Okay, so short resting, right?
Yep.
I'll roll a hit die.
Right, I'm gonna need a calculator for this one. Can't be asked figuring that out. I'm with you, Ed. Calculator's the way.
38, Josh.
Mathematical genius over there.
Yeah.
38?
And you also get 8 from me. Just,
Everyone heals
You're
8 from casting as well. You can use some hit dice as well.
45 HP. That's not too bad.
let's see what-
Using second wind used one of my hit die, unfortunately.
Yeah, sure.
Wait, you get 8 from Kath, that'll be 46, Josh.
Oh.
You're only using one?
That's 46, you say?
Another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
So I've got 47. Because I have 1 HP.
Bullshit.
Oh, nice.
That's 20 HP.
Chocolate bit. Yes.
I
Okay.
mean,
Got to remember,
Right.
Joe, that the way yours works is like so many
Huh?
fighters
I
hit
know.
die
I
and then
just
you
use
have
my
a few
fire one.
rogue.
I know.
Fair enough.
Hence the rogue. It gave me double what I needed, but may as well.
Cool.
Yeah, cool.
So you guys spend about an hour sort of tending to your wounds, eating food. Any of you sort of trying to comfort the villagers, you know.
I'm just flashing a few ales back.
The man behind the bar sort of brings you as much food and drink as you want, and it's actually kind of it's visible on his face that he's happy to be serving people that are sort of aren't holding them hostage, essentially.
That's good.
However,
There we go.
after about an hour, you hear a voice from outside the tavern call out to you guys and say, "Why don't you come on outside? I've got something of yours, and I'm very curious to meet you."
Oh yeah, and who are you?
"I'm the man who runs this town."
They stay with them.
Can we look out the window?
Yeah, is
Carl is,
it,
of course, outraged with the notion that one man can run a whole town.
fury
Communism.
kicks down the door.
Okay.
So, Joe, you going over to look out the window?
Yeah, but sneakily, if that's possible.
Yeah. So you go over and
I'm
look
not
out
just
the window.
stood, like, staring at him. Full on, like,
Hello.
yeah,
Hi.
falling.
Hi. You peer through the window and you see a single tall human male with long blonde hair and a sort of blonde beard, slender in build, with the scimitar drawn, held at the throat of the barmaid that had gone out to gather the sick and the elderly, standing there. And as you peek out the window, he just flashes you a quick smile.
How many is there? Because I'm gonna go and peek as well. That's the idea. How many is there?
It's just him standing outside by himself with the.
Carl's going out.
Can I check the side windows that I came from and stuff?
Yeah, there's
Just quickly, like, do a little run around.
Yeah.
Check.
So I mean, okay, so yeah, quickly. So sort of checking around the other windows, you don't see anything, and there's no sort of nothing of noteworthy any outside that you notice. Carl, so you said you're going outside?
Yeah, Carl's going out the door.
As Carl's doing this, Ville just sort of gets his javelin of lightning and just looks at it, and then thinks, "No,"
Maybe not.
and then pulls another javelin out.
You have flashbacks of like a large dwarven hall and a and a dwarven companion struck by lightning.
Yeah. Thinks, that hurt him. Maybe not. Pulls
Okay.
another javelin.
Okay, so for you guys then, I will. Okay, so Carl's going outside, so I'm just going to move. I'm going to move.
I'm going outside as well, Cal.
You both. So you're both going outside, yeah?
With javelin in hand, yeah.
Okay.
I've got the warhammer in hand.
Is the rest of the window?
You can't see anyone outside, no.
I'm gonna lean in the doorway.
Okay. Well, look, in that case, I will. 2 seconds. I'm just gonna move. Well, I'm just gonna move all of you back across to the other one because that's like way simpler. 2 secs.
With a drink still in my hand.
So I mean, I think if I put you guys in there, and then let me just check the dynamic lighting. Okay, yeah. So, so if I'm not mistaken, zoom out.
Okay.
I'm trying to make sense. So yeah, so you're essentially. Do you want to position yourself kind of? I think.
I'd say that's pretty accurate for myself, unless
You-
there's people behind me.
You said you were standing there. So you're kind of in. You're kind of in the doorway, Joe.
Yeah, like that.
You're looking over Bolan and Carl's shoulder. You can see just a single man sort of standing behind the sort of bar bench with a scimitar to his throat, and he kind of smiles very warmly at you as you step outside, Carl.
Hello.
And he
It's
says,
just a single one.
"It's just a single guy, yeah." And he says, "I'm the boss. I understand you've come and sought to disrupt my operations in these here parts. Is that correct?"
Well, I wouldn't say that was our ultimate goal here. It was more to liberate the proletariat.
But I am a man of the people, you see. I've come here, I've bolstered the economy, albeit helping myself along the way, but that is just what a man is deserved to earn, I believe.
So what you're saying is that you make profit by alienating the people from the fruits of their labors.
Oh, alienating is such a strong word. No, I simply seek to take what I deserve. Seek what my strength entitles me to, as it were. And these kind people are lovely and willing to oblige. And he sort of leans over and like gives the barmaid a kiss on the cheek as he says this.
I'm just gonna start approaching slowly, but I'm gonna stay at least 15 feet away.
If you take one step forward, he says, "Now, my friend, I would hold your ground." He says that as you're like
back here.
He says it pretty much as you're like there, and says, "Unless you wish for me to part this lovely lady from this world, I would suggest you stay there.
But,
I'm willing." Sorry, go for it.
Sir, I mean you no disrespect, but I find it somewhat impersonal to have a reasonable discussion from this distance. I assure you, I'll stay at least 15 feet back at all times.
Exactly 15, yeah?
Yeah?
Is there a reason?
No. He says, "You must take me for a fool, I think. I understand. I also wish to resolve this amicably. I understand you've brought something back to this town. Give me the boy, and I'll let you leave with your lives intact and a healthy sum to help you on your way."
So, you come here on your own, woman with blade to throat. You think I care for woman? You think I can't kill you? You are stupid. Why would you do that? I just come over and kill you.
Now, Volan, we're trying to resolve this reasonably.
You think I care, but you come with woman with blade to throat, you obvious coward. I just come over, kill you. No difference. Just like any other day. Why don't you just run away like the coward you are?
He kind of laughs a little bit at your statement and says, "I might be a coward, but I'm no idiot." And then sort of goes on to say, "As I mentioned earlier, I would be happy to provide you with a reasonable sum if only you give me the boy and go on your merry way. Say 15,000 gold."
You
Well,
carry
that is it.
15,000 gold, and woman, you are even more stupid. I kill you, take 15,000,
But
and
that
then
is
piss on your corpse.
that is a
Any
most
other day.
reasonable offer. But allow me to make a counter offer. I'd like to cast Hold Person.
Yes, I was about to do that as well.
Okay.
Sorry.
If it
Sorry.
fails, I want to cast it as well.
I don't mean to bulldoze the conversation, sorry.
Yeah.
It's
No,
fine.
no worries.
It's good, dude.
We're all doing this in character.
As
Yes,
you,
Drinking.
I'm casting Hold Person.
okay.
Save DC 16.
As you go to cast Hold Person,
I mean, he has got a knife to her throat, man. Like, sword to her throat.
a streak of green flame energy darts out from just off to your left, almost impossible to detect.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, wait, car.
Ah, fuck.
Okay. So you take
17 plus 11, 28.
Question: if he's attacking him,
I think
you
you
know
have
what
to
I'm gonna
I
say.
think
You have
you
to
have
see
to
him.
be able to see someone to use a reaction.
No worries. Yeah.
Well, once if he's invisible and then he attacks, he becomes visible.
Yeah.
Nah, he does, but like
You
he's
can see
doing
him
it
on
from
the attack,
invisibility. It's not like I have enough time. Yeah.
Well, the
I think-
guy
I think-
still needs to make his wisdom.
Well, I mean, hold your horses, fella.
One at a time.
Another figure appears in front of you. There, and sorry, I just need to bring up the details for these guys. What level is Hold Person?
It is a second level
That's a
spell.
second level spell. A flash of energy appears from the sort of individual's hand, and you feel the arcane energy that you'd conjured sort of begin to dissipate.
Counter spell.
And the gentleman who was holding the scimitar to the woman's throat says, "Oh, very foolish actions indeed," and just draws his scimitar across her throat.
Oh, rip.
She falls.
We tried.
She falls through. He kind of tosses her to the side. And that's initiative.
Okay. Well,
I need to make sure I get this right.
I can't do one.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'll bring him across.
I don't like that.
It's up to you. Well, I'll position him in the tavern as if he was next to Leon.
Leon's in the tavern, isn't he? So he's
Yeah.
probably alright.
So that's Umbriel's there. Hang on, let me bring out. Let me bring out this guy as well. Okay.
So as long as he rolls below an 18 on initiative, I can cast spells because he has already used his reaction to counter spell.
Yeah.
Is there someone else who's invisible waiting to counter spell?
It's fine, I'll be next.
Also true.
So,
Every time we try to cast a spell, it's a new invisible person.
Like, surprise!
okay.
The boss.
The dick
The boss I spoke of so much, he's finally
Yeah,
arrived.
I've given them very vanilla names.
Okay.
The boss, the shadow, the... I like it.
No. Okay, yeah, that is that's initiative. So up first is Umbriel.
Well,
You can, I mean, yeah. So if he goes outside, he can see.
Wow. Wow.
So that's 30 feet that you've just moved.
Yeah.
So
You've got 40 on Umbriel.
Yeah, I have 40 of them.
yeah. I was just letting you know because in case it wasn't coming up on anything. Yeah.
I assume advantage.
Carl's threatening you.
Oof.
So
Go on. Go on, Umbriel.
Be weak, fam.
Yes, that's 15 damage. So, and then a strength save.
Ooh,
4,
he is
6.
prone.
So
Who
he's
would
not
win?
prone.
Good boy versus weak boy.
I can't remember what prone is, but
It's
this one.
sure.
That'll do. He's prone. he's prone.
Is he prone, or did he suddenly transform into a hedgehog?
Both.
This dog just jumps out the door.
I think that's like spikes.
He's just got really bad
Means
back. He's
prone,
just got really bad
yeah.
back pain. Wait a minute. So I need to. I think I've forgotten something as well. So Volan, after when the original streak of green energy shot out at Carl, the fire kind of jetted across as well, and sort of you were partially burnt by the flames as well, and take.
How much damage?
Yeah, I need to. I think I must have set it up wrong because.
I have fire resistance.
Oh, okay. Well, let me just. Because for some reason it just hasn't come up, so I'm going to roll it now. But
No worries.
it's green flame blade, so you take a d8 plus his mod, so 11, so half that, rounded down, so 5. I was wondering why it didn't come up from the thing. Anyway, that was from earlier, so he's prone, and that's Umbriel's turn. Yep.
So he thinks he's smarter than a dog. Just
fucking kecks. Bitch! The dog comes out of nowhere as well, like runs from like deep within the tavern, just pulls him to the ground. How does that work?
It takes.
Bonus action.
Is it not a
to pass
bonus
it to
action?
Judah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Bonus action to pass it to Judah.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Need to decide between two things real quick. Alright. I'm just gonna... First, I'm going to cast Darkness.
Okay. Can you bring it up? So, okay, fantastic. Let's make you.
I can't see it.
Yeah, I think I can only make myself see auras. I think the DM has to adjust my token to make it visible to other people.
Yeah, I can't see any aura.
Neither.
Is it so you've got it down as aura 1. So can you guys see that now?
I can see that. Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay.
Darkness.
Right, where does that cover? I can't see it really properly. I just saw something get darker.
Don't worry.
Once you come out, you'll see it.
It's
But
because
am
he's
I-
still in
am I
the
walking
tavern.
into darkness? Like, is it
Yep.
okay?
Yeah.
Right, so I wouldn't know where to go.
And so then I'm gonna move up to here and he won't get an opportunity attack because he cannot see me.
You can't see you, yeah. No, that's fair enough.
I mean, he's prone, so he won't get one. But
Yeah. Well,
I
he
believe
can
they
still
do get one with disadvantage, though.
Yeah. He would get it with disadvantage.
But he's prone, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And so I'm going to place my Hexblade Curse on this.
On that one, yeah.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay, I'm not sure how this works, so I'm going to make an off-the-cuff ruling and say, when you go to cast Hold Person on the figure standing before you, it's almost as if the hex finds no sort of it finds no purchase and therefore doesn't trigger.
So wait, are you saying that I'm a bit confused. Like,
yeah. So you haven't lost your
the spell slot that I was using to cast Hold Person?
So sorry, who are you casting Hexblade's Curse on?
Oh, this one?
Yeah. So as you go to cast Hexblade's Curse on them,
but as soon as when I moved here, I would have been able to see back here, right?
Yeah.
Alright, in that case, I'm going to place Hexblade Curse on that guy instead.
Okay.
Another guy.
I mean, I'll say, actually, because you've said you're gonna, well, yeah, okay.
But if you want it to consume my bonus action this turn, then I can just do it on the first thing on my next turn. So
yeah, I'll say that would make more sense, because I mean, for you to know that it's failed on that person, then so it's not on anyone, but you still have it. Okay.
Sounds cool. All right.
Okay. Cool. Verlin, your turn.
Okay, so Volan's he's not fucking about. He's going for the boss. Gonna run over. Gonna take the opportunity attack from this fella if he decides to attack. He gets it with disadvantage though. It is darkness, but he gets it with disadvantage.
For some,
technically, your attacks while you're in darkness will be at normal, or like okay, attacks against you while you're in darkness, because you can't see him, but he can't see you, so it cancels out.
As you pass past the individual, he seems to take no action against you.
Okay. And Volan, looking at the boss, looking at this dead body, sort of looks at him with a lot of hate, a surprising amount of hate for Volan, and swings down.
Swings down, yeah, go for it.
He's gonna make it one of these.
Yeah, so it deals 11 damage.
Mm-hmm. Does he succeed?
That is the question. He does not. So what does that mean then?
He's frightened.
He's frightened.
That is slightly different to other. He's not.
Till the end of your next
frightened
turn.
is slightly different to certain other condition effects.
A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
Exactly that. But he can still move away and attack other things. However, I'm not done.
There's
Do you have advantage on attacks against him as well?
Do I have advantage, Joe?
Why would you?
I don't think so.
No.
With him being frightened? No.
No.
Okay.
Right, I'm going to make that a precision attack.
Yeah, that hits, yeah.
Yep. I'm going to follow it up with this. Does that hit?
No, that misses, unfortunately.
Okay, I'm going to use Action Surge.
That misses, unfortunately.
That misses. Okay.
Yeah. As you bring the swan song down against his.
Oh, wait! Before I use that, sorry. Considering I missed the last attack, that I've got a D4, haven't I? So that's 3 on the 15. Does that? Sorry, no, 3 on the
19.
3 on the 19. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Just tell me how much. So you hit with the.
Sorry. I hit with 22. I hit with 22. Is
So
that right?
You hit with 20. You hit with 22. Yeah. So.
Okay.
So you've. Oh God, I'm trying to work out how much fucking damage you've done. So you deal 12 damage and then 24 damage and then.
Wait. Wait. Sorry. Right. I did
You
16
did 28. 28
on
damage.
the
You've
precision attack, and then
You've done 28.
28.
28 total. Okay.
Okay. So what have I even done this turn? I've just lost myself entirely. So
You've
I've done a
done your
swan
first
song, I've done a
attack.
swan song, and some swan song, but I've got a final swan song. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah,
4.
you have one more attack.
Yeah, you've got one more attack. Okay.
You can
I'm gonna
then you
make
can
it
use
one of them.
That misses, unfortunately.
Fucking hell, 20 misses. Okay.
As you bring that attack down against him, it collides with something ethereal but incredibly firm, and you notice a shimmering around his form that you couldn't notice before of an immense suit of armor that seems to sort of like ripple across his form. It seems magical and sort of ethereal in nature. No, if you're trying to ascertain the source, it's pretty clear that it's coming from something within him.
All right.
Okay.
As I'm doing this, I look up. Is there still the storm there? Is it sort of what's happening?
The storm is sort of slightly.
I'm sorry, I'm asking you this. I totally understand, but
Yeah, no, it's fine. The storm has subsided at this point. I would think it's been like an hour.
mm-hmm. Okay.
Cool. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my turn.
Okay.
Yeah. God, he's got a lot of this.
Yeah.
Okay. So this guy is gonna get up using half his movement,
Mhm.
and he's going to bonus action disengage and run over here.
Yeah, I'll get an attack.
He's disengaging, so
I
you can't
still
take.
get an attack.
Because what
Sentinel. It's a
Sentinel.
Sentinel.
Oh, does that bypass disengage?
Yeah.
Does, yeah.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, sorry.
Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, go for
Well,
it.
it has to hit, which it does, so he doesn't get in range.
So he just stops there, does he?
Are we on the? Are we on?
Well,
Did you use your?
no. That's out of my range. It's
Are we
gotta
on
be
the same round that
It's
you use
got to be
your?
within 10 feet.
Are we on the same round that you use your reaction to hit the other guy that hit Carl though?
He didn't do that.
No,
He
'cause
didn't.
I'm-
He didn't do that because he couldn't see
I
him.
can't
So
remember.
There you
um,
go. Still,
Also,
it was a
since it's
new
his
round.
turn, he gets his reaction back.
Mm-hmm.
okay, I guess there isn't really anything. Hang on.
Sorry.
Hang on a second.
I know this build is cancer.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna point a finger at you and cast this.
Oh, what a dick. What is it?
So you have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, you know what? Volum has really good. No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Volan.
So you just begin laughing uncontrollably and laugh so cripplingly that you fall on the ground, just rolling with laughter.
Was it this?
I wish I had an intelligence of 4 or less.
Sad time. Let me feeble mind you on the next turn, just to. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So wait. So hang on. Sorry. So now that your turn's ended. Oh, it's until the end of your next turn.
What's this? Oh, this guy, Fear. Yeah.
Yeah.
End of my next turn.
End of your next turn. Okay. So So to keep track of a lot of stuff. So that's the end of his turn. So Joe, it's you.
Okay. So just darkness in front of me now.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, if you step outside, you're still in darkness.
That's what I mean. Like, am I in the darkness, or is it just darkness in front of me?
You're in the tavern, but technically you wouldn't see past the darkness even if you were outside. Or even if you were just looking outside, you wouldn't see past the darkness.
Okay, so where would I have just last heard Volan's like attacks coming from?
Straight ahead.
Straight ahead. I'm gonna run towards that then.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me count this step. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, it's good.
And that was like 25 feet. And a bonus action to here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attack this guy. Has he had a turn yet?
No, technically not. No.
Right.
Yeah, 27 hits. 12 damage.
Jesus.
Why do you get sneak attack?
If I have advantage on my attack, I get sneak.
I'm prone. I won't be harrying.
Yeah, you're.
No, if I have advantage on my attack, I get sneak attack
And you have advantage because he hasn't acted yet.
because he hasn't acted yet. Assassin.
Oh yes, that's true. God damn.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So, ouch, that hurts.
Action surge, fam.
Stab him
Next-
again.
Do you have it yet? I don't
Next
know.
level.
Right.
Next level, fam.
That was nice though.
I will double check it just in case, but I'm pretty sure that's all right.
It's second level fighter, so I don't know.
It's second level.
No, I mean the sneak attack. I'm pretty sure. You don't need a.
Believe that's how it works, but I mean, don't quote me on that.
Don't quote me. I ain't
Yeah,
that
don't quote me on
You
that.
hit with an attack.
I'm a
If you have-
fighter.
If you have advantage on the attack roll, the attack must use a finesse or ranged weapon. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. That seems fine. Cool. Is that your turn?
Yep. Bonus action, movement, and attack.
Cool. Okay. So, on his turn, something. I mean, although frightened of you, Voland, something about his form changes, and you sense like a blackness in his soul that begins to spread and emanate around him.
Racist.
Gee, sorry, darkness, not blackness. Judo and Volan, make wisdom saving throws, please.
Woo! Let's go. I'm great at them, apparently.
So,
That's not a bad roll. That's not great.
Good to know.
Joe, you are overcome with fear. He seems to embody in this moment death incarnate to you. Volan, you manage to shrug off the sort of immense pressure of his presence.
You're scared of me, bitch.
It would be a bit weird if you're both scared of each other.
To be honest, in my mind, if I was scared of him, it should counteract it.
In my mind, it's just like it's like he's more afraid of you than you are of him.
Yeah,
When you talk about animals.
So, and he would have disadvantage on any attacks if he attacked you, Joe, wouldn't he?
Mm-hmm.
You do. Yeah, because of the fear. I should probably mark him as afraid.
Wait, on Joe? because of my
Because-
fear.
You're in line of sight.
Because you're in line of
Oh
sight.
yes, yeah. Oh, that's Pogchamp. I didn't realise. Sorry.
Broken half. Okay. Sorry, what did you say?
I mean, my luck is double crits, even on disadvantage, so.
Yeah, he is. Oh, shit, sorry. I didn't mean to move this person.
He came back flying.
Yeah, he's going to draw deep within himself and then make 2 attacks against you, Joe.
Okay.
10 misses.
10.
Mm-hmm.
And 13 misses as well. Okay, that's his turn. So it moves to this guy's turn.
Oh, these bastards.
Okay. He's going to. This guy's going to move out to over here.
Fake.
Do
Sorry.
I get an attack?
Yeah, you can make opportunity attacks if you want. Oh, you're prone, I suppose.
No,
You
I
get
can't.
opportunity attacks when you're
Sorry.
prone.
I'm prone. Yeah, I don't
You
get
still
it.
get opportunity attacks when you're prone. There's
No,
no
just-
rule against it.
Yeah,
It's just a disadvantage.
they're just a disadvantage. I think.
Oh,
so. I think so.
okay. Sorry, I
Mhm.
thought you just didn't get them.
Yeah, I thought you just didn't get
Would
them.
you have seen him come into your view, though? Or do you just appear there? I don't know how that works.
I mean, he's.
Well,
he's
in combat, you're assumed to have 360-degree awareness.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'd get double disadvantage from him being within the thing,
Yeah.
but that's
no,
not
well,
how it
he's,
works,
he's,
so.
he steps out of the darkness into your range, so you can make an opportunity attack. I think.
And I get a 10, so it doesn't matter.
so it misses, and the attack falls just short of him. And he stretches out a finger towards the to the guy in front of him and casts a spell.
Oh, he must be low. Damn, that's some healing.
Okay. And that is his turn. Amber?
He is gonna. Roland's pros.
Do you get pack tactics?
I think
No, because you're pro.
Probably not, nah.
I don't know if
Cast
you're
mic isn't
I
working
mean,
for me.
my mic.
Hello?
Cast-
oh,
cast
I was
mic.
muted, that's why.
Yeah.
unfortunately, yeah, the
Nah.
attack just falls
Yeah,
short.
no.
It's fine, it's okay.
Diane, you're up next.
Okay, can I reach? Well, no, actually, I'll just move Umbriel to this side because he has that movement. And I'll go over here and try my new dagger. I haven't actually used it yet. Oh, nice.
Oh,
Holy!
God damn! Gone!
Right. Okay.
Well
so
done.
if it's a DC, it's a con save, and let me read. Where is it? Okay, so make the con save, and if he's
20?
okay, he succeeds. God damn it! He just gets 7.
That was
He
the
doesn't
good
he
part.
doesn't get the 19,
Oh, he just takes 7 damage.
and he
Okay.
doesn't get poisoned.
What?
Which
He
is,
doesn't
which
get the 19? Does
No.
he not take half?
No,
It doesn't-
it
no,
just says or
just says-
it says
That
succeed
sucks.
or take, so it doesn't say take half or anything like that.
Yeah. Unlucky. That would have been pretty crazy.
Yeah, that would have been pretty cray.
So, but he takes 7 damage, so he's.
Yeah,
I mean, you
yeah.
plunge the dagger into his form, and he seems to sort of recoil in pain.
That's fine. I'll put it away.
Okay. I just need to make sure I'm doing everything alright. So I need to.
That was terrible.
I just
Wait
need
a
to
second.
get sorry. Who's up next? Yeah, Koll.
Carl.
It's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna place my Hexblade's Curse on that one.
Okay.
Wait, what? I can't see that one.
The like hooded dude, the one that's up by Volan is a fake. The real one's back here.
Oh.
and so I'm gonna place my Hexblade's curse on that one, move in, and go to town with
Go for
advantage
smash.
because he cannot see me.
Break that concentration, fam.
Yes.
30 damage.
He can't use reactions against you, can he?
He
Can? Yeah, you can.
I'm sure he can. He's
can
just
use
blind.
reactions, but Hexblade's curse does not count as a spell, so he can't spell it.
No. Yeah, he just pops shield and the first attack misses.
Still, 15 damage.
Yep. And one of these. Okay. And is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. Vernon, it's your turn.
Okay. So at the end of my turn, he's not feared. Okay. I'm gonna still going for the boss.
The boss.
The boss. Sorry. Can't help myself. Boom, one of them.
Nice, yeah.
And one of them. Oh, that's not great damage, but
How many superiority die do you have left?
none. That's my final. I get them back at a short rest. So.
Yeah. He succeeds, unfortunately. And just to maintain his composure, despite being feared. I mean, would he have disadvantage on that, technically? Because he's
Yes.
feared?
It's an ability.
Yes, he would. Yeah.
I don't know if it saving throws an ability check.
Yeah, it's an ability check. Yeah.
Oh, no, I mean, saving throws and
Or is it
ability
not?
check are different, so does it say saving
Oh,
throws
okay.
as well, or is it
It's
just...
saving throws?
Okay,
Maker
so
was
unfortunately, no.
okay. No.
Unfortunately, no, yeah, he manages to overcome that fear. Are you
Okay.
gonna make a second attack?
Yep. Boom.
Yeah, that hits, yeah. Jesus Christ.
One of them because I'm low.
Okay. So it's a further 15 damage.
I'm also getting up, by the way.
Yeah,
I thought that was assumed, but I'm
I
getting
see.
up,
I
and I'm not moving. In fact, no, fuck that. I'm
Wait,
gonna move. I'm gonna move here. Yeah. I
Was
get
you
up
prone
and
when you
move
made
there.
them attacks? Is that not disadvantage?
No. I got
Or
up,
did you have
made the
advantage?
attacks, then
Alright.
moved. That was. I didn't say it, but yeah, that's what I would have done.
Okay. So sorry. Lots of stuff for me to fucking worry about in this fight.
Sorry.
It's alright. Not on your end so much. Like, what will the fucking bad guys do? Why did I make them so weird and complicated?
In fact, can I move here? Sorry, if you don't
Yeah,
mind.
yeah, you can do.
Let
Yeah.
me move there. Does
Okay.
that guy make an opportunity attack?
No, he doesn't seem to react to you sort of moving away from him.
Okay.
Okay, and this guy's no longer feared.
Yes, he is not.
And that brings it to this guy's turn. So on his turn, he is going to look at Umbriel and Diane.
Hi.
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 And he's going to cast that.
What's that?
It's Earth Tremor, so you have to make a
Oh, I'm good
dexterity
at
saving
those.
throw.
Well, both of us. Ooh, I'm not
Oh
good.
no.
Both of us?
Yeah, both of you.
Sure.
Sort of in range.
Go on, doggo.
Actually, let me just check something.
I jinxed it by saying I'm good at it.
It's only 2 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, come on, Doge. I expected better.
So you are both knocked prone
Oh
and
wait,
take
really?
and take 2 bludgeoning
Oh,
damage.
damn. Okay. 2's not bad. That's fine. We good. We Gucci.
These guys ain't messing about.
This guy is
Wait,
so.
am I prone?
Yeah, you're prone
Oh,
as well.
okay.
You're both knocked prone. You know you can
Just
update. You know you can update your things yourself, right?
yeah, I know that, but like, I was just asking because I wasn't sure if I was.
It's my job, is it?
No,
Um,
that's a fair point. I think players should do that
DM,
shit.
please.
Capable of
And-
thinking myself haste.
cool. And that's the end of his turn.
I'm frightened. What's the thing for that? I'm assuming. Is it frightened that I am?
Yeah, I have some. Hang on.
Wait, he's not moving? This guy?
I mean, he
Yeah, you are. So you are. He's not moving now. He's just staying.
Okay.
He just knocks you prone and stays there.
Okay.
Actually, no. He'll disengage to like over here.
Aw.
Bye. Wait, do I still get an attack of
Oh,
opportunity
oh,
but disadvantage?
I was hoping he'd no.
No, because he's bonus action disengaging.
Oh, right, okay.
I was
Fair
hoping
enough.
he'd run by me.
enough.
I'm having to read the wording on something, so I apologise, Joe. I'll let you know in a sec.
No worries.
Cool. Oops.
So you are frightened. You are frightened of him, and cannot seem to shake the fear at this stage. But you can still act within the normal boundaries of the fear status.
Oh,
In that case, I will bonus disengage to here.
run towards me.
Yep.
Why?
Because I can get the fear off you, hello. Whatever.
And I'm going to make 2 attacks at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm go. Oh wait, yeah. No, I'm going to make 1 attack because I just bonus action disengage.
Okay.
Let me.
Yeah, that still hits. Yeah.
It's not with disadvantage.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you have to make it
Yeah,
a
it is.
disadvantage.
Nope.
That misses unfortunately, as he just sort of sidesteps your blow.
But I ain't looking at him.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
This guy is going to look at you, Vola.
Give him a wink.
You give him a wink, do you? He casts a spell that seems to ignite his blade,
Ooh.
What a knob.
and he makes 2 attacks against you. 23?
Yep.
Oh.
You just tell me the damage of all of the. Wow. Yeah. Just. What happens? Sorry.
Blah blah blah. So make a con save.
Jesus.
I'm meant to be good at these.
Oh.
I think it has no effect.
Good stuff.
Oh no! Wait.
Oh no. I didn't fail that, did I?
No, you didn't. But you have to make it at the start. You have to make it at the start of your turn. But I'll just say that one's fine because that was
Okay.
my fault. So, but you take damage. 24,
Sorry,
31.
fam.
24, 31. Yeah, you take 31 damage, and you are
Fucking hell.
set on fire.
You're right, mate.
Wait, is this fire damage?
Yeah, that 7 is fire damage. So is it halved?
Okay, yeah.
It's halved. Okay. So you take instead of that. Fucking hell.
More maths, hell yeah.
You take 20. You take 27 damage, or minus 4, whatever it was.
Jesus. That's still a lot of damage, jeez. Okay.
23 health.
Did you say you was making 2 attacks?
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
Ouch.
We're bowling.
You are so glad that wasn't the first attack.
Yeah.
And you take a further 10 damage.
13 health. Okay.
Okay. Oh, that's not good. Alright.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Don't
Do you
worry
get bonus
about it.
endurance back on a long rest or a short?
Long.
Yay!
Okay, and at the end of his turn, this guy is going to stretch out a hand at the boss again.
What a
he's
dick! I
casting
don't
Cure
like
Wounds.
this guy.
Is he casting Cure Wounds from a distance? Because that has a range of touch.
It's touch, fam. Touch.
Yeah, so he moves up to here.
Can I attack him?
Touch.
He's already in your range of opportunity.
Oh, is he? Oh, yeah,
He
technically.
was already
Yeah.
in 10 feet.
What? It doesn't matter if he's already in 10 feet. If a creature
he's
moves
moving,
more than
right?
5 feet
Yeah.
within my range, I get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, you certainly can. Unfortunately, that just misses.
So he gets it off.
Yeah. Have I done that alright? That doesn't seem right. That seems
Yeah,
like
that's
a lot,
right.
That seems like a lot of you.
Just powerful spell.
Okay, and that is the end of his turn. So, Umbriel.
Okay, he's gonna try and get
Help
that guy
me.
again. Oh wait, what?
You gotta use half your movement to get
Help
up.
me!
He can't heal you, so.
I mean, he can kill the boss.
Can he
He
reach
can-
me
Yeah, he
if he
can.
uses half his movement to get up? Are you not prone?
Oh wait, he is prone.
Yeah, he's prone, so he's only got 20 feet.
So you could still get to there.
Yeah, I can get to Volin actually. I'll
Kill
do
the
that
boss.
instead. So it's fun. Get this prone out of my face. Cool.
Hell yeah.
Right. Ooh. Hello.
That'll do it. Yeah.
Go on,
Strength
Diane.
save.
Okay.
I mean, he's gonna make that, isn't he, surely?
Can only hope.
He might not. He's not. He's not a very strong guy. He doesn't look physically strong. No.
Hey!
You go, Umbriel.
I'm
So
looking forward to my advantage attacks.
So as Umbriel sort of leaps up at him and claws at him, he tears pulls him to the ground. Okay, yep, it's his turn. So Diane.
I stand up.
Yeah.
I don't move from here, but I am going to. He's prone, isn't he? So I can't really hit him properly. I'll hit this guy. Where's my character sheet? Is that hit?
Yeah, that hits you.
Sick. Also want to cast this. Boop.
Oh, nice.
What does that do?
It's temporary hit points until the end of my turn.
Okay.
For who?
Everyone that I can see and is
So that's
30.
So everybody
60.
but Carl.
Yeah, anyone that I can see and hear me. So sorry,
I like it. I like it, Diane. I like it.
sorry.
I'm fine. I've got a 21 AC and everyone
Yeah,
has
you're
disadvantage.
good. But,
Plus, I can don a health potion on my turn.
yeah, it
as a
literally
bonus action,
says.
right?
Wait.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Wait, is this the one? No, that's not the one. Yeah, it definitely says they have to. I have to be able to see them. Cool. That's my turn.
So Carl.
Alright, so health potions are a bonus action, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I'm just gonna down one of those real quick.
Let's see
So
it.
2d4 plus 2, right?
Yes.
Yep. Ooh, nice.
8
Cool.
HP back.
That's a good roll.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna wail on this guy some more.
Boom, boom.
Sick.
Ouch.
Sick.
Okay. So he takes 27 points of damage. And that's sort of sizably damages him. And then I gotta do this.
Ooh.
Okay, so as your hammer sort of collides with his form on the second blow, it seems to knock him slightly more than the other blow, and this figure up by you, Volan, dissipates.
Well, also, I'd like to mention how lucky you are that I'm not rolling crit. Because first of all, Hexblade's Curse gives me twice the chance to hit it with a crit, because I crit on a 19 or a 20, and I'm rolling with advantage. So
This is
you're
true.
incredibly lucky.
You rolled an 18 at the first one. How unfortunate.
Yeah.
Is darkness a concentration spell?
Yes, it is concentration.
Okay.
Good to know.
Good luck hitting me to break that concentration.
I mean, I wonder if an area of effect spell like silence would work.
And silence would not work because I've already done the vocal component. I don't need to continue chanting.
Okay.
That would be a bit weird. He's just like chanting like the whole way through.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know how it works
It'll probably screw me over.
like that. So, okay, is that your turn?
Yep, that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
Merlin, unleash hell.
With advantage.
Eh.
Mwahaha.
Yeah, exactly. Right, okay.
Oh yeah, the guy disappeared from initiative, by the way.
What do I
This
do?
guy.
Do I change form or not? I don't know.
Just move it to that guy, I guess.
Could change form. That'd probably be a real fucker for you. No offense. Because you probably don't have my snake form on it.
Or
I'm just
just
going to
swap
attack
them
anyway. I
around
think
or
it'd be better.
If I do that and then just move this, delete this guy, I wonder what happens.
No, just swap the tokens around and make that guy disappear. Or something. I ain't DM.
So, sorry, Josh. I just gotta do something quick.
Oh, no worries.
Okay. There we go. I finally got that to work. So the first attack missed. The second one hits, and he takes 9 damage.
Oh, this is awkward because
Awkward.
Why is it a quad?
I'm planning on making another prayer.
Oh.
I would say don't. I think the
Yeah.
concordance rules, the more you pray, the harder it is for you to get results.
Nothing happened the previous time though. That's
No.
the thing.
Still, the more you
Yeah,
pray,
but
the
you're
harder it
still
gets.
You're still doing another prayer,
You're-
technically.
You're still
you're still
being-
bugging him.
You're still
bugging
whispering
him.
into God ears constantly.
And 25 hits as well.
Cool, cool.
Yeah, I'm just gonna smack the crap out of him.
Stuff.
So 8. So okay. Cool.
Yeah, I just beat the crap out of his body. Why not?
Okay.
Just look at him, go boss.
Bounce.
Need a boss.
Don't actually, but yeah.
On this
Bounce?
on this guy's turn,
Hey, boss.
he is going to make an attack against you, Joe.
Yep. Nope.
15 misses.
Thank God.
Yes.
And then he's going to disengage and try and enter your
let's-
range.
In range, you say?
Boom! Oh, one of them.
Fucking destroying people with that. Damn.
So you can't move.
So, wait, so he
Yeah,
has
so
to stay
he's
there then?
so he has to stay there. Yeah,
Cool.
I think.
Sick.
Okay.
I love this feat.
Joe, your turn.
So happy.
I'm still frightened.
You are still frightened, yeah.
Wait, so technically you can't get any closer to that guy.
You can't move any closer to that guy now.
Come this way.
Well, you've
Let
got
me
a
cure
bow.
you.
You've
I
got
just
daggers to throw.
What's the range that you get disadvantage at bow? How close? It's like 5 feet. So
Yeah,
I
it's
think-
literally
you
like
fight at
5
that
feet, yeah.
range.
But
I'm gonna
anything
get
else.
disadvantage anyway. But like,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true because you can see him. So yeah, you got disadvantage anyway.
But I mean, yeah. Bear in mind, if you do hit though, you get sneak attack.
Do you? Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he would do. Yeah. Unfortunately not.
Unfortunate.
Run back into the tavern.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
how? When do you make these
Wait,
saves
hold
for his
on. How
fear?
was that?
How
Wait,
does the saves for his
how
fear
far are
work?
you?
How far was that?
That's
No, I moved one
35.
back. One back. And
So-
bonus action, like my dagger.
So you've ended. So yeah. Okay. So you can make a saving. You can make your saving throw now.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Yeah. Unfortunately,
11.
no, you fail. You're still. His presence just still seems to emanate death.
Yeah, sit on this barrel.
Okay. Cool. On his turn.
So far?
On his turn, he's going to stand up.
Wait, you can't even see that barrel. It's in darkness.
You're in. Yeah. You are plunged into darkness.
No barrels for you.
You just hit the
Uh,
barrel.
I trip
basically.
and fall over the barrel. And
So,
I fight
on-
in a
on
cold-
his turn-
cold.
he's going to make 2 attacks against you, Joe.
Me.
Sorry, Josh. That hit.
Yes.
Okay.
How dead are you? Ooh.
10 damage. 20 damage. Sorry. You still standing?
Okay, I've got 1 health.
Okay.
So did it proc your thing, or do you have 1
No.
health?
I
No, he
haven't got the
doesn't. He doesn't
thing,
have it.
but
'Cause
I
we
am.
didn't-
I'm
You have
still
the
at 1
8
health
temporary hit point.
because of the temporary. I'm on 1 health.
Ooh, that doesn't hit, right?
Doesn't hit you.
Nice.
Nope.
Good stuff.
God, I'm barely alive.
And I don't actually have it on here. How does second win work? You heal a D10 plus your fighter level, right?
Yes, that's right.
2d10 for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not for him.
Not
If
for
he's
this
using
guy.
them. Hell yeah!
Trash,
Yay!
trash bag titty whore.
Gonna pop to the toilet.
Go for it. Yeah.
Right.
Now on this guy's turn. See, I thought I was being smart by just writing down quick notes on what actions did, but
Hmm.
okay. Cool. So he's going to disengage and walk over here.
Over where?
Over here.
Okay.
Did I get an attack of opportunity at disadvantage?
He's
He disengaged.
He disengaged,
Alright, man.
and then cast this.
Can he cast and disengage on the same turn? Disengaging takes up your whole action.
Yeah, well, unless the spell's a bonus action, in which case he can.
Ah,
He's going to cast that.
Oh, that's a bad roll. Yes.
I mean, it's pretty average.
Still 7 healings.
Okay. Ambrose.
Cool. He's gonna have a bite. Nope. He's not gonna have a bite. Guess that's my turn then.
Yep.
I'm gonna go for the big mouth. Nope.
No,
Not today.
unfortunately,
But
just falls short.
I'll recast this. Ooh, that's much better. Everyone gets 9 now instead of 8.
still not me though.
Can't
Nope,
wait
still
for the day I
none.
take
Still
damage.
none. Still none for Carl or Judo.
Or judo, unfortunately.
Yeah, let me take that to
All good.
Sauce.
Anything bad happen?
You just get 9 temporary hit points instead of the 8, so you can swap that.
He said bad.
I know, but I said
I'm joking, I'm
it's not
joking.
bad.
I used
telling you
those
something
8
good.
temporary, so that's happy days.
Good.
Cool, so you missed, but you can do that. So, okay, Carl, your turn. Sorry.
I
Need
move back
heals.
over here.
Need
Yeah.
heals.
Congrats, Judo. You can see. And I'm just gonna
Barely.
continue walloping this guy.
Yeah, go for it. before.
I still had a bonus action technically.
Oh, sorry.
All right. Well,
Well,
Use your
you were
bonus
rushing me.
you didn't
Jeez.
say anything for like a good 20 seconds.
Well, I was
Sorry.
waiting
I'm
for
sorry.
silence. Oops. Oh, I keep forgetting that doesn't work. I'll give this to Bolin. There you go.
All right.
Enjoy.
Okay.
That down.
So,
Cool.
your
I'll take
first
that.
your first one hits, and he's gonna pop shield.
Another shield. Jeez, this guy.
Yeah.
And that leaves him with that much hit. Oh no, a bit less than that. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay. And that's your turn, isn't it?
Yep, that's all my turn.
Okay. Volan. Here we go. Let him have it.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Carl is just wreaking havoc on this dude
I'm
as well.
really, not gonna lie, I'm fucking worried, man. I'm
Don't be
pretty worried.
It's all good, dude.
In fact, no. I'm gonna change forms. Sorry, I know this is a pain for you, but this is what Roland would do. I'm gonna change
Okay.
forms.
Can you copy over your snake form?
Snake.
I don't have it. Jack has it.
It's just like the
What-
snake
what is it?
token. It's just the snake's token.
I never had a snake token. Jack had it.
Do you turn into a swarm of snakes? Is that right?
Yeah.
I turned into a swarm of snakes. Yes. I believe the agreed upon thing is
There you go.
Swarm of poisonous snakes.
Yeah,
that I
no,
take
that is
the
actual
average.
picture.
I believe I take the average for that as well, because obviously it's a roll for the
on the
health.
hit points.
Yeah.
Okay. This is fine. This is fine. We can still do this.
I carry over the temporary hit points.
Yeah. Okay. Fucking just trying to work out how this works. Hang on.
Sorry, I know it's a pain, but I don't want to die, fam.
God damn it!
It's
I'm joking.
rabbit.
Rabbit. There we
Yeah.
go. Sorry. Okay. You
Gets
should
very confusing, doesn't it?
you should have a swarm of snakes in your character sheets now.
Oh, really? I do,
Yeah.
yes.
Drag it out, fam. Oh, there's the snake. Oh, there's two snakes.
I'm just gonna move Volan like here. Oh
Yeah.
god, that's messed with my line of sight massively. I'm just gonna put him here for
Yeah. I can't see that
You
being
can
an issue.
delete it and then, I guess, and delete your other token.
Nope, that
Oh.
messes with my vision massively.
That also took you out of
I
initiative.
can't put my character back on.
Oh,
Sorry.
no, there's so many.
What are you doing? What do you want?
I
want?
can't put Volan back
swarm
on
of
the
Volans.
field. I can't see anything because I can't put Volan back on the field.
Okay. Let's try this, shall we?
I've got no vision on the snakes, I believe.
There you go. How about now?
Is that better? Can you see now as the snakes?
I can see, yeah, I can see. Yeah, I can
There
see.
we go. Okay.
Okay.
We got there in the end.
He disappeared from initiative.
Okay, yeah, as well. Had turn. What was your initiative as Volan? Can you remember? 16. Okay, thank you.
16.16?
You had no one to contest with, so I don't think it matters.
14? Something like that. Yeah.
And it's your turn. And it's your turn at the moment, so I'll put you back up there. Okay.
So many.
Right. So, can you do anything else aside from turn into a swarm of snakes, or can you attack now as well?
I don't know.
I assume that'd be your action, wouldn't it?
You can
That is
slither
my
out or
action.
something, right? I don't know.
It sounds like your action.
I believe that's my action. So,
You have a bonus action.
I mean, I have a bonus action, but what can I use for my bonus action? I don't know, man.
Not much, I don't think.
I mean, can I say I drank a health potion before that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
There
go
we
for it.
go. I drank a health potion before.
So you heal your Volan health pool.
Yes, I did, yes. And then I turned into some snakes. Volan just stands there, chugs this potion, drops the potion, it shatters on the ground, and he just goes... Woof, and just these snakes just appear all over him. Everyone's like, what the fuck?
I've seen it before, so I wasn't.
Have you? Right, okay.
I've seen the snakes before.
It's pretty bad. Okay. So that's your turn. So it's this guy's turn. So do you keep Sentinel, don't you?
I believe I keep everything. Yes.
Yeah. So if he moves here, you can attack him, can't you?
Attack the snakes.
It's not due to Sentinel, is that? So no, I can't attack him.
Oh, okay.
It's due to another feat. So no, I can't attack him.
In that case, he makes an attack against the pile of snakes.
Okay.
19. Is that it?
I don't know.
It's on the cat. You have
have
the
a
character sheet.
I gave you a sheet for it, so
Character sheet.
Bring
Okay.
up the
I'm
sheet.
looking. I've got
Yeah.
a 14 AC, so that hits.
that does hit you.
I can't. I don't know how to change its HP.
I don't think you can because it's NPC.
Oh wait, no. I've got a thing. Okay, so how
You
much
should-
damage is that?
That's
Fucking hell.
Math 24.
24, and Umbriel takes
What? Unreal.
Umbriel takes
The flame.
7 damage
Alright.
as the flames like lick across the snakes and then dart towards him.
Okay. Cool.
Okay,
I want his blade, by the way.
it's not. It's a. Oh well. Okay.
It ain't for sale.
It ain't real. It's an ethereal weapon.
No,
is this-
it's Green Flame Blade, the spell.
Question. I have
did
resistance
so much
against
damage.
piercing, slashing, and other stuff. I
Sorry.
also have resistance against fire. What
that's a
damage do I
sneak
take?
It's technically a magical attack, I think.
Okay.
Oh no, it's not.
Magical
No, it's not.
fire, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's just a spell. So if you have resistance to bludgeoning pit, you take.
And I also have resistance to fire.
So it'll be 12 then.
So yeah, so you take half damage for everything. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So you take
So-
20. You take 24 damage instead. That was
I
pretty
take
lucky.
24
No, it'll be
damage.
12. Hello.
12.
No,
12.
sorry. Yeah. Oh, shit, I'm sorry.
Sorry, you can't math that will.
Okay, so I have 24 damage. I feel so much better.
Nice. Nice. Good stuff.
Cool, and that is his turn.
Cool.
Joe, you're up next. You're still frightened, but you can make the saving throw if you'd like.
I can do it at the start of my turn.
Target's frightened. It's a creature. Ends its turn more than 30 feet away. So you can still act as normal, but then you can do it at the end of the turn. So you can act as per the parameters of fear, and then save at the end of your turn.
That counts as moving towards him, doesn't it?
Well, you can't move within 30 feet of him, so right now his presence seems lessened, but technically moving there would be...
I'll sidestep to the...
Just like go around.
And then I'll take a disadvantage shot at this guy.
Yeah, go for it. Unfortunately, no, that misses.
Unfortunate.
Sit on this barrel.
Okay. You're just plopping yourself down in terror. This guy is going to make 2 attacks against the pile of snakes.
Oh, what a dick.
17 hits.
Oh, that does hit.
Yeah, that
Are the
hits.
snakes okay?
So you take 6 damage and then 7 damage. So you take 13 damage.
Okay.
And he's going to make another attack. Ouch, misses.
I've got 11 health.
As snakes though, right?
Yeah, snakes.
Alright, that's fine.
So you're
I mean,
You
you can't. I'll just say you can't heal me as snakes.
Did you use your temporary hit points on the snake? Or is that staying with Valin?
Oh yeah, that carries
Because
over.
you're
doesn't
gonna
it?
lose it. I'm assuming it'd carry over.
Yeah, it
Yeah, I
does.
think it carries
Does
Actually,
it?
I think
I'll ask.
taking a new form is technically gaining temporary hit points.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you wouldn't have
It's
those,
fine.
unfortunately.
No worries.
Okay. This guy is going to genuinely terrified of Carl right now. He's going to move out here and
Opportunity attack.
oh wait, disengage out there. And then recast this again. Actually, would he do that?
Wait, can he do that?
Does he have the spell slots? He's used like so many spells. He's a
Yeah,
scary
I mean,
guy.
he's a sixth level spellcaster.
Ooh.
God damn.
He's going to cast this again.
Ooh.
Okay. After casting that, he seems depleted, like of energy. Like it seems that's like casting that has taken a great toll on him.
Did I roll my wisdom save? I don't think I did.
At the end of your turn.
No, you didn't.
No, I don't think you did. No.
Fuck off.
Wait,
I thought-
19?
I don't think it was with disadvantage. It's 19.
He's still in your line of sight. Oh no, but it doesn't work on saving throws. So yeah, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you managed to shake the fear and
Nice.
overcome sort of his dreadful aspect that's sort of
Okay.
invading your mind. Okay, come on guys. It's top of the round. Let's go.
Focus. Let's go.
God
Okay.
damn, kill it, kill it.
Right, I'm gonna
Kill the
attack
boss.
I'm gonna attack the boss, obviously.
Boss.
Advantage. Ooh!
Go on,
Get down.
Diane, go
Right,
on.
strength save, please. Fail. Please.
Please
Not very-
just die.
Aw.
Not very strong, but
That's
he's still
fine, that's fine,
he's
that's
he's
fine.
still up. He's still up.
Okay,
Unfortunately.
well, I'm gonna follow up then.
Yeah, it hits.
Go on, Diane.
And I'm recasting that.
Okay.
So who does that go on for me? It goes on the
Um,
snakes.
You technically can't gain temporary hit
Really?
I
points
can't.
A snake?
That's true.
while you're in a form. Well, the thing is, taking a new form is gaining temporary hit points, and when
Yeah.
it comes to temporary hit points, you gain whatever is greater. So his
Yeah.
base health pool is greater technically at this point.
Okay, fair.
True.
If he was on less than 8, it would. Is that right, Scott?
Or
Uh,
Colin, or whatever, whoever's
I
shape-shifting right
believe
now.
what you're
Scott,
saying
well-
is correct from reading. So I'm
Yeah,
totally
that's
with you on it.
Scott knows like all of the rules off by heart.
The temporary hit point stuff is accurate, but I'm not sure if changing form counts as gaining temporary hit points or just switching your normal hit points for this new set of hit points.
From what I've just literally read, I can't gain temporary hit points, nor can I gain healing of
Okay.
any form in
Well,
this
then you're
form.
right.
So
Yeah.
Yeah,
you are
that's
bang on.
I
So-
can't say I'm incredibly familiar with shapeshifting mechanics, as I
So
rarely
it'll
played
just
it.
be Umbriel and Judah that's getting the temporary hit points, basically. So
Yeah.
that is it.
What about yourself?
I
Do
get
you
it.
not get it?
I really needed
I get
them.
it. What's
Okay.
I really needed them.
So,
HP.
Carl, your turn.
Alright.
Help me.
Oh no!
Everyone
Hey,
is
don't worry, guys, because if they're blind and you're blind, it's just normal rolls.
Is it?
I have blind sight. I don't care.
Oh yeah. Teamwork. Alright.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
man.
Well,
continue
Umbriel's
my
just-
onslaught on the hooded
It's just
figure.
a common, so it's not bad.
This guy's probably like, oh god, he's here again. Oh damn.
20
Kill
damage.
it. Kill it, fam.
20 damage. Okay. Okay. He's still standing, but as you stare at him, his eyes frantically, like, trying to grasp some light in the darkness. He's beginning to sway and sort of shake as he does so.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Swarm of snakes. It's your turn.
Here we go.
Go snakes, go!
Go.
Right. Okay.
Release the Kraken.
So I'm gonna go. I'm turning around. I hear this.
Yeah.
This fight behind me, and I turn around, and all these snakes just sort of poise at the ready. They get
Looking all
ready.
smug and stuff.
Yeah, and they go for him. Although the numbers are diminished, they go, and they fuck shit up.
Shit!
Oh my god!
Holy shit!
Jesus. That's like overkill.
I mean, to be fair, he's still got to get the DC 10, but yeah.
as the snakes lash at the hooded figure and begin to crawl sort of inside of his clothes, biting at his flesh as they do so. The poison begins to seep into the man's body, and he's frantically crawling at the ground, trying to escape the darkness before ultimately his body goes limp.
Hey!
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, so I get another attack. Is that right?
Do
As a
you?
fighter. Yeah.
But you're snakes.
Still get class features in your
Keeps
turn.
his class stuff.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah,
it's
I
a
think-
class feature.
Go
I
on
would,
then.
I would assume you do, yeah.
Attack away,
Yeah.
snakes.
Crit again. Double crit.
Okay, so
Income.
after demolishing this body, I turn around and look at the boss and I just look at him through the darkness and rear up and attack him.
Oof.
So con save.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So he's he is poisoned now as well, I believe.
No, he just takes poison damage. It's not a poison.
Okay. All right. He's looking pretty worse for wear.
Okay.
Sick.
Nice.
On this guy's turn. He's going to make an attack against the swarm of snakes.
God damn.
Cool. It's not coming up for me.
So you take.
Bad.
Oh, there we go.
No. You take. All of that's halved, so you take 15 damage. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's enough to take me out of form.
Oh, okay. Damn. Okay. So it knocks you out of your. Knocks you
Yeah.
out of your serpent form.
So that's
Wait,
11. One, two,
so
four.
the shadow should be blinded, but the snakes have blindsight, right?
Yes,
Oh,
that's
that's-
Then
right.
the attack's
Wow.
at disadvantage.
That's a fair point. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
So come
That's-
back, snakes, come back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
It would still have the damage from the first one anyway. So you take So
Mhm.
unfortunately,
We
so
tried.
so you take 15 damage. So Volan takes 4 damage.
Can you give Volan vision?
I certainly can. Has sight. Can you see?
Woo!
I think you were
Yep.
here as well.
I can see now.
Yeah.
I can see clearly now the
Wait, what HP
rain
is
has
Volan
gone.
on?
Volan's on 16 with 5 temporary.
Okay, so
Oh,
21.
that's alright. Oh wait, that would have been gone.
That would have
'cause
run out.
The temporary
Right.
hit points would have disappeared.
Ah,
So
Oh
unfortunately.
really?
Yeah. Because she cast it again when you was in snake form, and you didn't get that.
Okay, I've adjusted it. He's on 13. Wait, no. He's on 11. Yeah, 11.
Cool.
Okay, that's his turn.
Oh, Volan's so fucked up. This is bad. He's gonna die.
Got your
It's
team
worth,
with you.
it's worth mentioning at this point, Carl, as you stare at the boss now, his form is also beginning to sway. The blood from the multitude of wounds that he's taken, although some have been healed and sort of reformed by magic, he's still swaying. The sort of magical armor that's glistening around him beginning to sort of wane in certain places, but holding its shape still at this point, but looking worse for wear. Joe?
Gotta kill the boss.
Judo comes to. He forgot he's in a fight and he walks in the tavern.
Wait,
Uh,
what?
Where can I actually?
You can't
Yeah,
see
I can
anything.
run to there. Well, I mean, can I just run there or what?
Kill the boss.
You
Kill the
can't
boss. Bonus action, boss. Get sneak attack.
Bonus action dash here. Is he sticking out at all?
Carl, how does that work?
No, he's just within the darkness.
So, but he can attack him still, right?
Still
Yeah, you can
normal
still attack him.
And he has advantage, right?
Just normal, because he's blind and the opponent.
I
Like, he
can't
can't see the enemy, and the opponent can't see him.
Ah, okay. So it's just
Oh, so it counteracts each other. Got you.
Exactly.
okay. Go for it.
Still
Is
get
that 20? Unfortunately, no, that misses.
Oh,
What the fuck?
unfortunate.
I mean, you guys have still been hitting him, and he has more than 20 AC. Like, You guys have done well. Don't worry. And that's the end of your,
Okay.
is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't think Golan's in the initiative anymore. By the way.
Oh, yeah,
I've
it's
got
disappeared.
16.
He just
I
had his
just got
turn,
the
so.
turn.
You did, yeah. You did just have your turn. Let me pop you back in there, though. You,
He's got
were you,
0.
were
I
you
was
go?
above the rogue, I believe.
You were above
Yeah.
the road.
I
So
was
you're
below
there.
Hal, yeah.
You're there, yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Cool. Okay. On the boss's turn. Desperate and looking to finish someone off.
Just do it.
He's going to make an attack against you, Josh.
Is that with disadvantage?
No,
It's
the
just a
straight
straight roll.
rolls.
Is
Very
it?
cool.
12
Nope.
misses. 10
Nope.
misses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that all of it?
That's his turn.
Luckiest man on earth.
And that guy I fucking demolished, so...
That guy's dead.
This guy's
Goodbye.
dead, so
Okay.
yeah, Umbriel, go for it.
So, do I still get advantage? Cause no, stick with normal roll. I don't want to argue. I'm
Unfortunately,
not
no.
100% sure. Cause is it because I get advantage with pack tactics, but then I get disadvantage because he's blinded. But then he gets disadvantage because he's
Multiple
blinded.
instances of advantage and disadvantage don't stack, so it's just flat roll.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, okay, cool. I will go for it. Nope. That's fine. But because I did that, have that. Oh wait,
Hey, do I get that?
You have to be able
I
to
have to be
see.
able to see someone. So
For God's
sake.
I will
what?
move. I
You
will
l- you
move.
can-
I'll move. I'll move here so I can see Judah, and then Judah can have it.
Hi.
Souls! This
Gina's
whole
looking
darkness
very
stuff is,
depressed.
Zolan's
not good
pulling
for
his
me.
hair out.
Hi. Okay, cool.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Is that your turn? No bonus action?
This. Okay. I'll give him a heal as well.
Oh, just allowed.
Can't.
Wait, who are you healing?
Why is that not you? Because you're the only one I can see.
Don't bother.
Okay. Fine. Then that's my turn.
Heal me,
I'm
fam.
trying to offer a heal.
I've not been hit.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Alright.
Just
I'm
been
gonna
scared.
fucking
Just been
die.
scared most
Just
of the
been
fight.
scared.
I've
Yeah,
hit someone
Umbriel
once
is
and
alright
I've
as
not
well,
been hit.
actually, so. Yeah. Cool. Well, that's my turn then.
Alrighty.
I can cut myself and then you can heal me.
Sure.
miss
Okay.
again.
Wow, Judo was more edgy than I thought.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know.
I'm gonna move in here and start walloping the boss.
The
Go for it.
boss.
The
Gina
bow.
welcomes the darkness.
Go on, lad. Fuck him up. 23.
The 19 wouldn't hit though.
No.
No, yeah. So, as you sort of step through the darkness, the boss's eyes are also frantically searching the darkness now, lashing out with his scimitar. He struggles to find purchase. But as your weapon is brought down and collides with his form, he's stunned for a moment, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Who needs to make the 30 saving throw?
You.
Alright.
Okay. Oh.
Oh boy. That's my trick!
You take 10. You take 10 fire damage.
Alright, and I'll need to make a con save.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for his darkness stuff.
Oh, fuck. I could have broken your darkness away earlier. Shit.
Oh no, it goes down.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh
no.
no!
Goodbye, darkness.
That's so bad.
It's like, oh no, I can see everyone now. Put
It's
it back.
a good time,
The
Killed him.
the single guy is there
Oh,
on his own,
Sick.
still standing.
hi buddy.
Wait,
Hi.
How did he catch Alice
Suicide
rebuke and then
rebuke?
die?
That's still my move.
Is he alive or not? Because he's got a big red X over him.
No, sorry, it's just the one guy now. Just standing
Oh,
there.
okay.
The
Hell
peak
yeah!
suicide hellish rebuke. That is literally my move. Come on.
I'm sorry,
Carl is still upset even though the guy's dead.
I stole your move, Bolin.
Okay, I turn to this guy, seeing that the boss is dead, and look at him and just swing. I swing again,
23 hits.
and I swing again.
Jesus.
19, so 30, 32.
Do you need help? Do you need...
Not when it's that
Not
close.
good.
Not when it's that close. Yeah, your first 2 hits collide with his form, and he begins to sway as blood is like oozing out of his wounds now.
God, he's not even dead. Okay.
Oh, wait. If my 23 on my turn killed the boss, right?
Technically, yeah.
Can I direct that 19 I rolled towards the shadow?
Yeah. So
he would have taken an additional 16 bludgeoning damage on my turn.
So on that crit that Volan deals.
Oh, actually, no, hang on. 2 seconds. I realize I can do something to stop him from dying. He says casually.
Please give me something to do.
Okay, so what do I do? I'm guessing I'm not swinging at the shadow. My swings.
You still are. Yeah, hang on. So you, how much did you? Carl would have dealt 16.
16, 32.
I think he's still dead. He's still dead. he's still dead. Yeah. So yeah, Olin, as you bring down your swan song with a final blow, it kind of crashes into his shoulder and then buries itself deep within his sort of chest cavity, and his body sort of falls limp on the end of your halberd as you shake him off.
10 out of 10. Is that everyone?
Hey, so he's dead. The shadow's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah.
Yay!
The boss or the shadow?
Everyone.
Wait, we just killed everyone.
Yeah. Good job, guys.
I'll look at the boss and just sort of look over him, and unzip my trousers and just start pissing on him like I said I would.
Gross.
Nice. His mouth is hanging open ever so slightly. As you just pissing his mouth.
I definitely aim for that. Yeah,
Yeah.
you are correct. Yeah.
I'm going back to the tavern.
I mean, I said I'd do it.
So
That's gross.
I assume that was the big boss fight.
No.
What? Fuck off! That was definitely a big boss fight.
Yeah,
I am fucked up.
That was yeah. You guys are safe for the entire rest of the session.
Wait, what?
No, I'm joking. You guys are all going to die. Here comes the second boss.
Cool.
Okay, you guys are all back in the tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah, I assume we looted and such.
Yeah, much like
we'll sort that out at the end.
much like the last session, I'll have to consult with Master DM
Master
No
DM,
worries.
yeah? Cool.
before I let you guys know. But you guys did really well.
God, that was a hard fight. I thought I was dead. I genuinely thought I was dead.
I had no doubts that we would pull through.
Well, yeah, as a
I had no
collective,
doubts
but,
'cause I could heal
but
him.
personally, I thought Volan was not going to see past this session.
Really?
You guys
We wouldn't let
I'm
Volan
here
die.
to heal you.
Too
I've seen
valuable.
it.
You guys did really well, and you got a lot of stuff off that was really important. And like, yeah, I mean, the boss could potentially action surge and then use divine smite on every attack, which would have downed, I think, any one of you. But you managed to make him not do that. So
Please damage me.
Sick.
you managed to not do that.
Cool.
Anyway,
Then
okay.
fear attacks.
So you guys head back inside the tavern, and
Leon, okay?
yeah, Leon is okay. He's sat on the chair.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna go and inform the guy that his wife's dead or whatever.
Did you say?
whatever,
Did you say?
yeah.
It's
Did
like,
you
oh
say?
my God.
Whatever.
Do you say
But-
it that way?
Did You say
Yeah, mate, your
but,
wife's died or whatever.
but whatever. Do you say it nicely?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
Why
Um,
not?
he sort of looks at you with disbelief for a moment, and then begins just sobbing uncontrollably and runs out from behind the bar.
Well, hey, look at it this way. At least, there's no bright side to this.
We killed them all. If that's well, no, them lot killed them all.
Bandits dead.
I watched.
Later in time, we kill rest of Crimson Hand. They won't hurt no more.
Okay.
Roland sort of slams his fist down on the table as he says this.
Yeah. So as so he runs out. You guys are all standing inside the tavern, and Leon stands up and sort of walks over to the group, kind of expectantly,
Okay.
and sort of takes you, Diane, by the hand, and begins to walk towards the door. And you notice now the pendant around his neck is almost levitating off of his chest and pulling him in a certain direction.
Okay. I let him lead me to wherever he wants to lead me to. I
So,
guess if anyone else is if anyone else is following me.
Sort of thing.
Sorry?
Plot twist: the boss was his mom.
Are we all following?
But
I
the
mean,
boss
you
is
said
the
group,
but the
so...
boss is a man. Well, I mean, like I'll stop and look back and see if anyone else is gonna join us. Hopefully.
I'll join. Why
Who's,
not?
who's joining then, sorry? Everyone?
I'll give a fond farewell to Trotsky.
I'm drinking.
So you stay behind, continuing to drink as the party sort of exits the tavern. Leon leading the way with Diane and Umbriel, followed by
I assume
Carl
I'm still
and
holding
Roland.
his hand or whatever.
Yeah, still holding his hand.
Okay.
You make your way sort of out of the town along the northern road. You walk for about 10 minutes before the path splits and heads off towards a sort of, as you approach, it seems to be like a large sort of walled off area. And as you step inside, it's you can see it's a graveyard or cemetery of sorts. And in one of the far corners of the cemetery, there's an immense pile of still slowly charred and burning corpses off in the distance. And as you walk over and approach the corpses, you see Leon's necklace is almost pulling from the chain links on his necklace, and it drags particularly strong towards one of the corpses. Getting even closer now, you see a similar silver pendant around one of the charred and burnt corpses. And as Leon kneels down next to the corpse, the two pendants connect and form a single silver heart.
That's horrible.
So who back in Koll can revive people?
Oh my god.
As this happens, a spectral figure sort of rises and steps out of the burning pile of corpses and kneels down next to Leon and slowly wraps its arms around him. And he begins to sob and begins to cry. The spectral figure appears to be that of a woman with sort of long black hair, and she just holds him tight. And all of a sudden, Leon lets out an immense scream, a terrifying, almost wail of sadness that seems to echo across the landscape. And in the distance, you hear an equally loud scream or shout, kind of a distant howl almost. And you feel the earth beneath you begin to tremble and shake. Gazing off into the distance, looking over the tree line, you sense something immense approaching through the forest that surrounds the graveyard. parting the trees. As it finally comes into view, it sort of pushes the trees aside, and you see an immense form of a giant tree.
It's a tree man.
Looks like a man.
Okay, now
I hug
got some
Leon
dark as
and
hair.
comfort him, I guess.
Who steps forward, and you notice now Leon's blue eyes have changed to a very deep sort of forest green. As the figure steps over the walls of the cemetery and approaches the pile of corpses, you hear a bellowing voice say, "I am Garn, Lord of the Feywild." And he sort of takes a few more steps towards you, and as he does, his form seems to shrink until it turns into that of a man. And you see a striking resemblance between Leon and the man. His eyes are now a similar sort of green colour, long black hair on pale skin. And he walks over to the figure, and he walks over to Leon and sort of kneels by his side, and sort of slowly pulls him away from the corpse into a tight hug. He takes him to one side for a few moments. You struggle to overhear what he's saying, but Leon looks back, gets up, and then walks over to you, looks back at Khan, and then taking the necklace from around his mother's corpse, walks back over to Diane and takes her by the hand and says, and then in a still shaking but brave voice, Leon says, I will go with them. I wish to be among my people, as my mother did. And as he says this, Garn turns around and walks away slowly again, transforming into this immense tree figure, and just walks off into the distance, and slowly the ground stops shaking, and all is quiet in the cemetery again. Leon turns to you, Diane, and takes the pendant that he's now has both pieces of, and separates the two hearts, and takes one of the chains and passes it to you.
Nice.
Um,
Who feels that one? Okay.
yeah, that's pretty much the end of the session. Yeah, he passes you the necklace, and if you put it on, you can feel sort of a warm glow against your skin. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And sort of if you guys head back to Koll, he goes with you guys.
Nice. I have gained a child. Sick.
Cool. So yeah.
God damn. There's more to this kid than meets the eye, obviously. Jeez.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty much
it'll be on the video.
That's it. That's it, Carl. But there is an epic chaos. Thanks for joining us, dude.
Thanks for having me. It's been lots of fun.
Cheers, dude. See you later.
Peace.
Somebody messaged me XP and stuff.
Yeah, I normally do it a few days later because I need to talk to Jack about it and stuff.
Alright. Have a good one, everybody.
All right.
See
Peace
you
out, guys.
later.
Bye.